Welcome back to another episode of Safe to Say. I'm your host, Heather, and today I have two very special guests with me. Oh my gosh, my two OG LA friends, okay? Anthony and my girl, Queen.
Hey guys!
Hi, guys.
Hi, friend.
I'm so excited to have y'all here.
Yes,
You
we're
know,
excited to be
I
here.
just am so geeked and nervous.
Why are you nervous?
You know, I be on my little hidden tip trying to be.
You know, it's not giving
I
nervous.
appreciate you bringing me out of that, though. This is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I love these ladies.
I love these guys. Oh my gosh, y'all. We have so many stories. I can't wait to unpack this episode. We have known each other for so long. My whole life in LA, I feel like y'all have just been a part of.
Literally.
Like since I've been here. And I've been here for like 15 years.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because I was just thinking the other day, like, looking through my, like, old pictures and my 25th birthday cake. I was like, you got me my cake. And I was like, damn, that was like a decade ago. So long.
That's so cool.
I know, I
Went to
love
Santa
that.
Monica Penthouse.
Oh, yeah. Y'all like that spot.
Yeah, that was cute.
Every time I go to that spot, I'm like, my girl Queen brought me here.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that later because Queen knows about all the spots in LA, all the food spots. She knows all the
Does.
hot
I
spots.
love to
Literally.
eat. Low key, I love to eat.
She's a foodie.
And I will write a review if it's nasty. I'm like, listen,
I be
don't.
paying attention to those reviews.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to play a little game just to break the ice a little bit. I'm happy that y'all have each other here.
Yes, me too. Because if it
Yes.
wasn't for her, I'll be over here like,
Because it's so crazy because I have a relationship with them separately and then I have like a together, like all three of us together separately too. So I love y'all so much. And I'm just so happy to have y'all both here at the same time.
yes.
It just wouldn't be right if we were just separate.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
always, it
Yeah.
feels good when I'm with her because, like, ever since we were little, she was like my little guard dog. Like, it's like if I was going somewhere and I was with her, she would just be like, if people was fucking with me, she'd be like, ready to just pop off so quick.
I was
And I'm
not
like,
having it
yeah.
immediately. Or people would ask me questions about him. I'm like, why the fuck are you asking me? Don't ask me shit about my friend. Moving
Yeah,
on.
she's
Next.
always
Wait, so
protecting
how
me.
long have y'all known each other?
Since I was 11, he was probably 12.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So y'all went to middle school and high school together?
Yeah, when we met in
Middle
middle school.
school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people can say that
And it
they're
was
still
cool
hanging out.
because we lived like 6 blocks apart. So it was just like when we met, my mom kind of like took this role of like when we would go out, she would just pick her up because we were just right across the street and we would just like go out and just have a safe but reckless childhood.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And these are real LA babies right here.
Yes.
So where are y'all from? Can you let us know?
Flossing.
Where are you from? No, I'm not talking.
Flossing and
Crenshaw
West.
and Slauson. Yeah, Slauson and West.
63rd
Yeah.
Boulevard to be exact.
Yeah.
So y'all from the 60s?
Yes.
Okay.
We are.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna throw it up. But.
Real LA babies. Real LA babies right here. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys. I'm so happy
Yeah.
that you're here. All right, we're going to play a little game just to break the ice, just in case Anthony's a little nervous. I don't
You
know.
I am, like. Okay, but nah, I'm chilling.
Okay, let's play a little game. So I'm just going to basically ask questions, and you have to say who's most likely to. You are Queen.
Okay.
Okay? So who's most likely to drunk text an ex?
I'm like,
Queen's like, I ain't texting no nigga. The fuck? And she's not. Queen's gonna stand on business every time.
you see me, I'm like, I don't want to tell on you, but I'm like,
Yeah,
We're just gonna let you guys get to know them a little bit from these 5 little questions before we jump into this interview.
okay.
So you're gonna be the first to drunk text.
Yeah.
100%. Okay. Who's most likely to have kids first?
Probably me, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time.
She be
Who's-
talking about them kids. I'd be like,
And she loves kids.
she
I
do.
do. I'm
Yeah, I
so
like how
lucky.
she's trying to do it. It's like, you know, she's really
trying to do it
believes
right.
in the like the whole thing. Like she wants to build a family and I respect that for
Thank
her,
you.
no matter how long it takes. Me,
know,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
gonna
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's most likely to end up getting arrested on a night out? I wanted to point so bad. It's like her.
Right.
She crazy.
She be going in. I'm like,
So are y'all feeling the vibes of who these people are yet? Okay, we have one crazy one and we have one.
No. Let's not try to pretend like he's not crazy, okay?
Yes, I have, but
But I
I
keep it
try.
cute.
Yeah, keep it to me.
Okay.
Keep keep it demure like the young kids.
Right, like the
Oh
way
my
you
God,
okay.
not the young kid.
Okay. Who's most likely to flirt with a stranger to get free drinks?
Oh gosh.
Anthony.
You
First
really
of-
think it's me?
I don't know to get drinks, but we used to call her Hot Lips when we first met, okay? Because Kiana, we would be out at the movies, and she would find a cute boy. And
Okay,
I would just
no,
be
it
like,
would never be that. Hold on, wait a second. It'll be
let
somebody
me
I'm
call
talking
Keisha.
to. Call her.
Cause
Call her.
Yeah, because was Hot Lips not a name?
It was.
Hot Lips.
It
So
was.
that's your nickname.
No, please.
That's her alter ego.
No, hell no.
So she be spitting game or what?
She just be, they be on her, and she'll will you in, but you be like, right there.
Yeah,
Right, she
because
be
I
like-
just can't.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I feel like men that buy you like drinks and stuff, it's like they want to talk to you after. And like for me, it's like I'd rather buy my own drink because I don't want to talk to you after. Like if I don't like you, I don't want to keep pretending. Like,
Yeah.
I feel that.
See, me and you are here.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like,
could buy my own drink. What's it, $18?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very
Bye.
much. Yeah, please
What
move
else?
over. Move away a little
No,
bit.
I have friends like that's their mission. Like, how many free drinks can we get tonight? And they be doing their thing. I'm like, you know what? I don't have to pull my card one night. Love that for y'all. But if
Yeah.
I'm going out with me
Yeah.
and my friend, like,
Right.
just
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I'm buying my own drink because I don't got
Yeah.
time.
Right.
But see, I don't drink either, so it's like.
Oh, yeah. So she don't care.
So I'm not
Don't
even
drink
like.
a lot.
Yeah. I
He's
don't
like,
drink
you
a
be
lot.
drinking, bitch.
Yeah, you'll have a drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to get caught skinny dipping?
Probably me.
Yeah, probably you. Because I don't know how to swim, so.
Wow. You Asian and you don't know how to swim.
But I'm
No.
snorkel. It's crazy. I don't know. Please don't ask further questions. I don't know.
Why? Because it has the air plug?
Yeah, and it's like if I'm out the country, it's just, I don't know. I'll get in like, oh, okay, great. I'm scared as fuck. Well, let's do it.
You love to travel. We'll get in more of that too. Okay, who's most likely to get eloped out of you two?
That's when you go off and get married.
Probably you.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
I don't really think the
Yeah.
whole big wedding thing is that big of a deal. I feel like it's like once you find that person, locking in with them is cool. Like if you're feeling in the moment, then just do it.
Yeah,
do it.
I could feel that. Like
Yeah.
being older, it's just like, it's kind of just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't, because that's like what I'm leaning more towards is
Yeah.
eloping.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
feel
it's
that.
just like we've been doing this for a long time. We basically
Yeah.
are married, so it's
Yeah.
like we just need to know that we're married and the closest people to us,
Yeah.
at least for the ceremony part, and then we can have a big party after.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
call
know,
it, a
and have
party.
everybody show up and
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
But if we lock
But-
in,
I feel that.
yeah, I would do that.
Because weddings are expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to set aside how much.
When
to
we
get
over
Right.
here
And I know
trying
you
to
want it to
build.
be nice, bitch. I
I'm
see all the
gonna at
candles
least
you
need
like.
100
Yeah.
at least. Like
Yeah.
that's low budget. Like for real, because
To
we
really
know
do
a
it
lot
up.
of people.
Yeah.
And
it's
really,
less
that's what it
about
comes down to is
them.
how many people are coming.
Yeah, and I just think when it's your person, it's like we could be putting that money towards.
Something
We
else,
both got
investment.
businesses and goals.
Yeah.
Like we can do that later when we're.
And
All
that's
right,
what we've
yeah.
always been on.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know.
Yeah.
But I've
Yeah,
gotten
I
so
feel that.
much like backlash on the internet, like about why we haven't got married or whatever. It's like
Nobody
we're
knows.
But see,
cool.
this is the thing though about the fucking internet. It's like, back up.
I know.
Because are you in this or not? Are
I
you
know.
in a successful 15-year or however long you guys have been together
Mm-hmm.
relationship? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone.
Yeah.
for real. So
Too.
I might elope with you, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm
You
with
know?
that. Let's do it.
Okay, 2 more questions. Who's most likely to start a fight? I know this one.
Me too. So we
Well,
well, I don't know if she would start it. She ain't gonna claim that, but
She
she'll
gonna finish
it.
Because I do
And
not
I
pick
definitely
shit with
not
people,
saying-
you know? I don't pick, but please, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
You too, though. Don't, hold on. Hold on. Oh, you're not in it.
Yeah, no,
You'll
this is
finish
y'all's
too.
game.
You'll finish too.
Y'all's game.
Okay.
Okay, who's most likely to send a text to the wrong person? Sext.
Ooh,
Who's most likely to send a sext to the wrong person?
a sex to the wrong person.
You.
Yeah, that
Probably
ain't
me.
I'm like,
That's a
But I don't know,
nightmare.
not in this era, but maybe before.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah,
Wow.
but not in this era. Last 5 years.
Okay. So I hope you guys, that game kind of like warmed you up to who we're about to be talking to for the next hour. My two best friends.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and get into this interview. I have a lot of questions here for us, a lot of topics that we have to hit. I know that we could just sit here and talk naturally,
Literally.
Yeah, we could.
but it's like, I don't want to miss anything,
Yeah.
you know? So let's just let's let the people know how we know each other, how we met,
Yes. Oh,
and then
gosh.
we'll go from there.
Ooh.
It's so funny because we were talking about this the last time, but we were trying to figure out. You were like, "That is not how we met, bitch." I was like, "Oh, you right.
I know.
You right.
How did we
You
meet?
right." Okay, so it was. We're not gonna say who,
Yeah,
but it was
we
a
don't have
mutual.
to.
Yeah, it was a mutual friend.
Mutual
And-
friend.
Not a mutual friend, but like through mutual friends. Somebody was trying to talk to me, and Terrell was close with him. What
And
you gotta
so-
say?
I was just trying to. I was trying to think. Is that the title or gets mutual friend? Okay.
It gives
Well, no.
mutual.
Yeah,
Mutual.
it gives mutuals.
Thought
He
it
was-
gets ex boo.
Not too much though.
Okay.
Yeah, not so much. He was trying. It was like,
Okay.
you know, like, it
Queen,
didn't-
you know, Queen, she's just not having nothing.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just,
And I'd be like, girl, this is good.
I'm like,
yeah.
no, it is not.
And he's like, no, I hate it. I'm like, what? What do you hate?
The way you eat fries.
Yep,
Yeah.
The way you sip your Sprite.
I'm sorry. It just wasn't.
And she still likes this.
Right. Still to this day. It'd be like.
But
oh,
you
I'm
understand why though?
I do. You don't have to settle. You know, it's not about settling ever. But I'd be like, do we have this, and this? Okay, like we could work on that part.
Right.
Okay.
So that's how we met.
Yes.
And then how did we meet, Anthony?
I
Through
feel
her.
like she
through-
brought me around, but we was going in during that era. So it was like, I don't know if the first time was out or was it like a private thing. I feel like it was you brought me somewhere and you were coming to the club. Remember, she used to be hosting. She
God.
switched it
Oh,
up
yeah,
on
you
y'all,
were
but
hosting
she was
supper
hosting and
club.
stuff.
Girl, it was
and then you,
cracking.
yeah,
I remember.
think we
Young.
went out the first time, and then we just all was lit that night, and we just moved on. Started really spending like so much time together because we were all starting our businesses too, and it
Yeah.
was just like so motivating to just like
We had
talk
fun
and
together.
plot. Yeah, we
And
did.
it wasn't fake. you
And
know?
LA was lit during that time. That was when
Yeah.
it was like, what was that one summer thing that we used to go to? Toxic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to be out. No, it was giving outside.
It was
Yeah.
giving
Heather was
outside for
wearing
sure.
different hair colors and all
Yes.
type of shit. We was
With the
outside
blue.
taking flicks.
Yeah.
It was
I
giving like a
remember
role.
that.
Yeah, I feel like now we're all like reserved and kind of just grown as fuck, but we was really playing dress up during that time.
Yeah, we really were.
It
Y'all
was
were like
just
some of my
fun.
first real like friends when I moved here.
Yeah.
Because when I moved here, I was just with Terrell.
Yeah.
I didn't really have any friends. His friends were like my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met y'all, and I was like, okay, this is like my own crew. Like this is my
And it's
crew
so
here.
funny how you're like an honorary LA person because it's like Terrell's like real LA, then you had
Yeah.
us. So it was
Yeah.
like you forgot you wasn't from here.
I
Like, You
know.
could literally gauge
Yeah.
it like,
And you know what? If I didn't have that support, though, I don't think that I would have been as successful.
yeah.
Really?
Cause like when people come out here and they don't have anybody, they don't know anybody that's
Yeah.
really from here. Y'all just make it look so easy
Yeah.
yeah.
being from Los Angeles, California, and it's
Yeah.
not an easy place to live. But y'all are just embody it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you guys, Terrell, and I would just like look up to that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what it is. Because coming from Texas, like the stuff that y'all were doing was just like, I wasn't even on that. Even though we were still young, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's just like, I would have never even thought about this. Starting a business, what? Doing
Yeah,
this? Like,
I remember.
you
I
know,
remember.
doing my hair like this or shopping or whatever. So I was just inspired by everybody that was around me. And y'all always kept it so real with me.
Mm-hmm.
We did. And you kept
Always.
it real with
Like
that.
never
Yeah.
sugar-coated it. It was
No.
never like fake. It never felt like forced.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I
And
never
so much,
felt
so
like
many things feel like that. I think like it's like that's the thing to me with like growing up here. It's like you have this like access and privilege like when you're young to be like in Hollywood and shopping on Melrose and doing all that. So once you get like in your 20s, it's like you've done so much of the things when people come here, they're like kind of pressed to do, and it creates this like you're
Persona.
looking to hang with people for intention. And I feel like you having Terrell gave us a sense of like home too, because it was like we are very like reserved when it's like energy. We like real people, and you gave that, so it's like okay, we can cling to her.
Yeah.
And then I think we did it for like years. We was going in.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
And you know when people be like, oh, I hate LA, everybody's so fake, or everybody, it's just like whatever. I'm like, everybody that I truly know that's from Los Angeles, California,
is not like that.
Is not that person.
Yeah.
Like the internet can make it seem like, oh, these people are so fake or whatever. But like everybody that I know that are real LA natives are real as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, real and regular too.
Yeah.
Regular.
Yeah. And regular and bomb. Like
and
it's like
bomb.
like all my homegirls just be so bad, and they just be like, I don't need to do all that. Like I'm not trying to, you know. But it's like I get it though, because when you come here, it's like, oh, I got to hit the pavement and I got to go in. But it's like, what God has for you is for you, so you don't have to chase it so hard. Just be yourself. That's all I know how to do.
Yeah.
I feel like all of my friends are the same thing. It's like everyone that I've like grown up with that's still like in the industry, they are all kind of like different versions of who I've always known them to be. They didn't create like a character. It's like if someone's into fashion, they was that girl in high school that always used to be on Melrose wearing cowboy boots and little denim shorts, like American Apparel swag. Like it wasn't like I'm moving to LA and creating a character. It's like just people that have grown up in LA and they just are who they are. You know? But I think when you come out here, it's like, this is what Hollywood is like. So I need to like be this person.
Because that's what I thought too. And I'll never forget the first month I moved out here, I'm like, where are the red bottoms? Where's the cars, honey? Where's the dresses? Like, where's all this stuff? And then I was hanging around you, and I was hanging around Seiko and Carucci and all these people, and I'm just like, they don't got none of this. They might have a cute little designer bag or whatever, some jewelry.
But they know how to hit silver
But
legs.
they never had the shoe, the bag, the name brand clothes. This is his, but so icy, so swaggy, still giving everything he needs to give, still hanging around confident. I'm like, okay, this is
the energy,
yeah, it's that energy.
But see, also it's like growing up in LA and really being from the city, famous people are 1 degree of separation. So it's not like, you know, it's like, oh my God, that's so-and-so. It's like, oh, that's just, you know, because like you see these people all the time. It's not like it's like, you know, like, oh, I'm getting ready to go to so-and-so's house, or this person is getting ready to have a party. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then you go, and then you see the people in there acting crazy. And it's like, girl, what?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do all of that. It's like just...
And I be telling people when they come here, like, I remember I met this girl and she was like, there's no point for me to go like south of Wilshire. And I'm like, girl, you're missing out, babe. Like you ain't hit the floss and swap meet. Like you ain't been to Doolins on Crenshaw. Like you're missing a whole culture of like raw, like LA stuff, like Culver City, Marina. Everything is not in Hollywood and Beverly Hills and downtown.
No.
Like it's some shit that's like on the east side too. Like you know what I'm saying?
Well,
maybe not over there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Maybe not here. You know,
sorry. Hold on.
So where are y'all not going in LA?
Past the 110 freeway.
You've been there.
I know. I got cousins that's on the other side of that, but it's not all the time. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Where are you not going?
I feel it the same. I've been, but I don't go often, like to watch and shit. Like, you know, I'm not like freaking.
So the 101 is like when you're going down, you're passing Fig, all the stuff. You pass Redondo, all the stuff, and that's split. Where so you gonna go into Long Beach or you going to the airport or something like that.
So like the 110 freeway. So I think about Slauson going all the way down. So like the 110 freeway, right? And you know where the 110 freeway is, where Slauson is at?
Yes.
I don't want to go on that other side.
You don't want to go past that?
No.
Okay, got it.
I mean, I did go past that the other day.
I think same-ish, but see, because we get very much like, go the other way. Like to Fox Hills. I went to Culver City High, St. Bernard's. Like, you know, like we was at the marina by the beach, like, you know, parked up doing our little do. But the other way was risky. When
it's
I
just
would hit
because
that
we
other
weren't
way,
familiar with that area. I don't want to shade it, but you know, growing up, you know, they were like, "You from the west side or you from the east side?" And then they would call people from the east side Eastie, and that was not, you know.
Yeah, it was always trouble when I went across that freeway.
Really?
Yeah.
You
more arrested, more like pressed by, you know, the gang culture. Like it just gave like unsafe.
So y'all never been in a gang, right?
No.
And you never wanted to get initiated into one?
No. What the fuck? My Korean mama was not having that.
All, you had enough people to call. It gave, let me call one so and so. you know.
Right. Let me call my homeboy. That's over here from here.
Yeah. But I was in private school and stuff, and she was in like charter. It was like.
So are y'all West LA babies?
Yeah, we West babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not
Terrell's
necessarily
like,
West LA, but like LA. I don't
It's
know how
very. I mean, Nipsey's Crenshaw store is walking distance, so that's like on 60th, and I lived on 63rd and West, and she lived like a block, like 2 blocks over from that store. So it's like it's right there. Slauson and Crenshaw is across street, so like where we grew up at.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
Yeah, from my mom still lives there. Like I went after I left LA and for college and stuff. I moved back with my mom, so I still live there. So that's really like where we were, and I'm still not far from there. Like we still like like in LA for real. So.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Nipsey Hussle was obviously from 60s.
Yeah.
So how did that affect y'all when he passed?
Oh my gosh. It was crazy. Somebody from Hawaii, my brother at the time, he was blowing my phone up, blowing it up. I'm taking a nap at the house, and he's blowing my phone up, and he's like, Nipsey just got shot. And I woke up, and I'm hearing helicopters. I'm like, what the fuck is fucking going on? I'm hearing police cars. I'm hearing all type of shit. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, please pull through. Please pull through. Please pull through. I'm like, because this is just, it was crazy. Like, a lot of us weren't going to sleep until 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, it was just a very heavy energy shift. Like, and then growing up with people that were from 60s, it's just like seeing them and how it was affecting them. It was affecting everybody. Like, it was just like.
Yeah, it was one of those moments that you never will forget for real, because I know exactly where I was. I was actually at China's house working.
Oh, okay.
And I seen that, and I was like so emotional, and I'm not really like that in public, but everybody's just like, what, is this really bothering you? But it really was like, coming from the, like, just
that
the
area,
turf
that
and stuff, and then, like, one of the things that stuck out to me about him was, like, I just remember, like, when I would be, like, doing my little preachy shit and conversations, I'd be telling people, like, this nigga made it from the block, he just had a meeting with Jay-Z. And it was just one of those things where it's like, I saw his motion, and then when he got to like that point, it's like to see how easy it could just be taken away. It really changed the way that I feel like, damn, you can't trust people. You can't even go to where you're from and be safe. Like, and I rant about these things because growing up in that area, it's like we have friends, best friends that are not here today because we were out at a party or something like that. And the gun violence thing, it really does bother me because I'm like, dang, like you just can't even like walk around. Like, it's so many times I've seen my life flash before my eyes where I've been robbed and stuff, or niggas putting guns to my chest and be like, give me your phone and give me your this. I'm like, bro, my mama just bought me this shit. Like, why the fuck you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
you
like.
had a gun put up to your chest, Anthony?
Literally the day before I left to go to college in Atlanta, I went to Morehouse. I was sitting in the car hotboxing, probably didn't have no business doing that, with some of our friends. And literally somebody tapped on my window and the door just opened and dude just pressed me to get out. I literally seen everything flash. He put his gun on my chest and was just like, give me your phone, give me your money. Like, just took everything from me. Black dude. And it just was like, dang, like, and so that happened into Nip. And then one of my best friends, Chris, rest in peace, 21, good dude, just like me, you know what I'm saying, wasn't like a gang affiliate. Like we all knew people because it's our area, but he wasn't like a gang banger, like, and just being at the wrong place at the wrong time, and dudes just, you know what I'm saying, firing up the spot. And I just feel like, that is a big issue that I have with the whole gang culture, because I'm just like, bro, like we preach this black like togetherness, and it don't really be that all the way. And I know that you have it hard, but so did my mom, and you robbing me for her stuff, and she's a single mom who worked hard to buy me this shit, and you snatching it off me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I just feel like that was like Nip. That was a very emotional thing.
Yeah.
And he was trying to make it better over there.
Yeah.
Definitely, and
But
that's
see,
what I
the thing
connected to
is-
the most about him.
Yeah.
Like, it was like that bridge between being hood and like having
Being
a
a
dope
business
perspective
person.
and being positive and preaching this message. I wish that you could have both. Like, you don't have to
You
be like a
can.
nasty person. Like, he was just
Well,
so
it's not that
dope
you
of a
can't,
person. I mean, you
but
can, but
It's where we come from is crazy because I worked with inner city children for 11 years, and it's just like to have somebody that's an example that is literally right there was so important. You get what I'm saying? Because it was just like, okay, I can visually see that I can get from here to here, because a lot of kids that grow up from where we're from, some of them haven't even been to Malibu.
Yeah.
Some of them haven't even been to Santa Monica. Some of them don't even, their options are, oh, okay, I can be a doctor, I can be an attorney, I can be like, all like the basic shit. And it's just like, no, you could be anything that you want to be in life. And it's just like, he had his store right there on Crenshaw and Slauson. And I remember I was in high school and they were getting raided. We would just be looking over the fence like, damn, what's going on?
You went to that school right there.
Like literally right there. So it was like Louisiana, and then it was a school called View Park Prep. It was really small. It was a charter school. It was crazy. But, hearing, sirens coming down the street and, it's high-speed chases. Somebody got shot here. You got to be on lockdown this, lockdown that. I'm like, well, goddamn. Like, it was normal. Like, seeing a dead body on the street. I'm like, okay, well, we going to know if they dead or not. If, it's candles out tomorrow because we hear the sirens. So I'll pass by and be like, yep, it's candles out.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Do y'all feel like it's gotten worse or better since he's passed?
I think better.
Since he's better? Okay, so he has a positive impact, you think?
Definitely. I think that even like the dudes, you still have like aggressive people, but I think even the dudes that do still like bang the set or whatever, they have to see somebody that came from them that actually like transitioned into like being like a real boss and like have influence. I feel like it made a lot of those same dudes be like, I could still be hood, but like I don't gotta kill you, bro. And you still have that, like people who passed since him, but it's like you don't have it as much. Like she was saying, I feel like it used to be like normalized, like, oh, so and so got shot, or
There still be shit that be happening. Let's not get
right. But I think it's better. I think he had a positive, like I said.
Yeah, it wasn't. To see that many people come to Crenshaw and Slauson though was also crazy.
That was dope.
A lot of people growing up when we went to high school, people like, y'all live over there. We ain't coming to the 60s. It's like, oh, so why y'all want to come to the 60s now? Right. Now everybody wants to come over here and park their car over here to walk down the street. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because one of my friends, he's from Chicago, and then he lived in Texas too. He lives out here now, but his ass went over there because he was such a big Nipsey fan.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to feel, everything.
He's
a real Tupac fan, so he likes to, have all the memories he can. So he tried to do that shit over there. Got robbed too.
Oh God.
Got pressed.
Yeah.
Please.
Where are you from? All the stuff, like all that over there. Got shot with a little bullet or something over there. I'm like, why are you taking your ass over there?
It was
he
too
wanted
much.
to feel it so much.
No, it was too much. Like the outpour of people.
And just
the
out
people
in
that were
general.
coming.
Like I think like what's the other dude that I don't mean to I don't want to say, but Roscoe's and PNB Rock. That was after Nip, and it's like he was off Manchester at a Roscoe's. You know what I'm saying? I just think it does suck that it's like once you get to a certain level of success, it's like you have to like no longer be in like normal places because people have this jealous spirit or like don't want to see another black person in a position, even dudes that are willing to give back. Like that's definitely a conversation I think we have to have as black people, because I think even with this election stuff, it's hard for me to get into like politics or like, even oppression and racism, because I feel like in our own house, like it's like black people do that. Like when things be going on, it'd be like, whispers, like we ain't talking about this. It's like we need to deal with what's going on in our house. Like we have like all these differences that we create within black people, and I'm like, if you see another black person, they should automatically be good in your presence. Like it don't matter if it's a man, woman, if some stuff go down, like what's that one thing that happened where everybody jumped in for the dude?
The brawl.
Like that should be the energy. Like if a black person going through some shit, we should be all together.
If
like
black people stick together,
oh my God, we'd be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
everybody
me?
always preaches, well, black people need to stick together. But if we actually really came together, we're the most powerful of them all. They don't want us to come together.
But it'd be like, no, you light skin. No, you short.
Colorism
No, you ain't
is
fly.
definitely a thing.
No, you ain't straight. No, you ain't this. Or you too mixed. Like we used to be getting into it because her father is a black man, blacker than me. And
your dad is Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like we'll be in middle school.
Big
She look
Texas.
Asian, and Kiana is black. Like so,
let's just get that out the way.
like she is black.
Korean
like,
and black.
Yeah, her
Somebody
mother is
just said
Korean, but
that
her
yesterday.
father Paul is a black man.
Rest in peace.
Yes,
So rest in peace, Paul. Like so, it's like when people would be like, should be saying the N word, and people be like, girl, you can't say that. She'd be like, what the fuck about it? She's a fucking, she was a little ratchet. So
Because I had to be. You wasn't about to pick on me.
So they be like thinking like, like this energy
I'm pretty
coming
sure you
from
went through
her
the same
look.
thing too. It's like, you're not black enough. You're not white enough. It's like, well, then what the fuck do you want me to fucking be? Goddamn.
Yeah, and that was
so
a big
annoying.
issue for us growing up. But I just think like, you got a drop of black blood, you black. Like, and we should receive that and protect our people, stick together. And I think that's a big issue that I have with us as black people.
Yeah.
Just sticking together. Like, it's easy. Like, we should be trying to rise and be the majority up in here. Like, let's stick together, help each other out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody.
They would hate us if we
Oh
stuck
my
together.
God, but they love that we're divided though.
And we'll probably never fix that shit.
Not in our lifetime, but I think
though,
one day.
It's like grab a hold of like the youth. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't always say what I'm doing. I just know that I did my part. And it's just like, I was a volleyball coach. I was a tutor. I was an instructional aide. I was teaching kids how to read. And like, I was really in there talking to these kids. I'm like, you can be whatever you want to be. You don't have to be in a box. And I'm like, little kids are like, oh, my Jordans, it's always material things. And I'm just like, but you don't know how to read.
Yeah.
Damn, Queen, you are special for that. You always work with kids. You always try to instill that. Yeah, you have that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that part is over because, Lord, I did the Lord's work for a long time. we done with that.
I tried.
Well, I still have my kids. They still hit me up.
Yeah.
So how do you feel like growing up in the 60s had an impact on your life now? Like, taught you certain things in your life now?
It's definitely, you don't have to be a product of your environment. You can be whatever it is that you want to be. Your mind now is where you're going to be later in life. So be careful of what you think now. But also, I'm very thankful for it because the street smarts be on. It don't matter where I go, out the country. I be like, looking, I'm like, step over here. I remember one time we were in Belize and there was this man and like he left the restaurant after us and I just kept feeling somebody. So I'm kind of like, I'm not really looking over my shoulder, but I'm telling my homegirl, I'm like, look behind us real quick, but don't make it noticeable. She's like, yeah, he behind us. I was like, all right, stop. I was like, let him walk ahead of us, just to see. So then he turns around once he gets to his destination. He was like, aren't you that girl? I was like, I knew he was following us. It's like just certain instincts, or you like, watch that person, it's time to go. You never stay until the party ends. It's just like, in LA, you couldn't do that.
Yeah, and I think for me, it made me like realize how precious life is. Because like I said before, like I lost like a best friend. Like I don't have many like close male friends. Like, and I think like the person who like I was closest to from like preschool, like where his grandparents took care of me, and like my mom even had to mourn him because he was like my brother, to lose him. And sometimes as life has gone on, because I was 21 then, so now sometimes I don't forget, but it's like, it just makes me be like, damn, like I'll look at my tat and be like, damn, like my bro is like not here. So it just made me realize like, damn, like appreciate life, like, it's not to be taken for granted, and be safe. Like she was saying, like I'll be on a high alert, like when I'm in certain environments, because that incident really did change me.
Street smart is something that you could just not pay for. Like my dad used to preach it to me so much, street smart, street smart, street smart. But I don't feel like I really learned the meaning of street smart until I got out here. And it's just like, even to the directions. Like when I moved out here, Charles was like, oh, you got to go north on the 110. I'm like, what the fuck is north, bro? I don't even know where north, south, east, west is.
Yeah.
Like, and just knowing the city and just like, it's just like being aware where you can and cannot go. I feel like I learned so much of that in my, years here.
Yeah.
Rather than there. Even though I was still a kid, I moved out here when I was 19 years old.
Crazy.
Is so crazy. What was I doing?
That's lit,
girl. You took a chance. You were brave.
I was.
You didn't limit yourself.
I did.
Yeah, I felt like that too, because I left and went to Atlanta. So it was like, I think moving to a new place, it does allow you this like, it's like a real big change, like for yourself as a kid. Like you'd be like, I'm free, I'm grown, like I get to explore who I want to become.
Queen's like, I ain't leaving.
We in our 30s now, and I'm like, damn, we the new adults. It's crazy.
It's so crazy. It is.
It is.
Well, it's not that I didn't want to leave. Well, no, I didn't want to leave because we was young and turned.
But you travel a lot, though.
Yeah, I do.
You love to travel.
I love to get out
so
there.
you get your fix there.
Yeah.
You're like, there's no place I'd rather be.
Yeah, because I mean, we're spoiled. It's like, like the weather, it's not a lot of bugs. I go someplace else country and I'm hearing types of shit in the trees. I'm like, what is that? They're like, what is it called? A cicada?
What is
it called? It starts Is a cicada? I'm like, what?
What is that?
They make these crazy noises, and it just sounds crazy, like something about to come out and bite
Big
you or
flight.
something. I'm like, what's
Yeah,
going
that was the thing though. But it was cool. Like in Atlanta, I remember like the first time it snowed, like, and I had to get my car had like ice on it, and it'd be
You
really
learn
hot.
different
It
things.
feels different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It
it was
feels like
different.
not home.
I would get
Yeah.
out now.
You
I'd
would
be
leave
thinking
now?
about leaving. Yeah,
Really?
Mhm.
Where would y'all go?
I don't know.
probably to London.
Oh, you're going overseas.
Well, especially now after, I mean, the next 4 years are going to be horrible. But I think that, I know I don't want to be political on the platform, but I think that, yeah, I would. Because, I mean, LA, I think from going away, what I realized is it doesn't really change. Like, it's like you can explore the world so big, and it's like to live in another place and like take in those experiences. This is always home. Like, we have so many family members here, aunts, uncles,
Yeah.
mom, you know, my mom's like her mom. So it's like we just are gonna be able to be here forever. So it's like, why not just dip
Yeah.
for a little bit, come back when I'm like in my 40s, when I'm up. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then, you know, like,
But Terrell's from here, and he's like, I've traveled the world. I've been everywhere. I would never go nowhere but here.
I
This
feel
is
that
like
too.
my place forever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't want to move back to Texas? We can go get a big ass house. We can have this much
Ooh.
land. We can
Right.
have all this stuff in
Right.
Texas. He's like, I'm never leaving here. So that can exit your mind and
Yeah,
just be
I mean,
done.
it is a place that I could see why everyone wants to live here.
Mhm.
But I also feel like so many, I don't know, I just like every time I travel, I'd be like, wow, this is a dope way of life. Like, it's so
Yeah.
much more like,
The energy has just shifted here from when we were younger. I think it happened really after the pandemic. Things have
oh,
really
for
not
sure,
been
the
the same.
pandemic changed a lot. Yeah.
Even I can feel like after the pandemic, everything changed.
Yeah, it's
Everything
like
totally
weird. I can't
changed.
explain. Yeah, I can't explain
Just
it.
the
And
clubs, from just like even
House
from my-
parties.
house parties, the
Per-
shopping, because that's what affected
Me
me.
too, yeah.
But yeah, the parties too. There's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to
Yeah.
go.
There's no parties. It's not safe.
But they don't
It's
party
just-
like us though. Like when we were younger, like in our early 20s, like what? We were having
parties
the
were the
time of our
best.
But I don't think
lives.
this is
Yeah.
really a party city. Like, I feel
No,
like New
it
York,
is.
Atlanta, Miami,
Miami.
it'd be turned, like, LA is just so like, I'm going to an event and we're gonna stand around and take pics. And then
Yeah,
we're gonna
like
leave.
even like the
can't.
strip club is just like so bougie. Like we're
Yeah.
getting no chicken wings.
Yeah.
We're only gonna take out a rack or and throw it out or
And they ain't
whatever.
even
It's
throwing
just
money
like
like that
so
here. Like,
bougie
sorry.
here. Even the girls, like shout out to all y'all, but they're just not like how it is in the other
no,
city.
It's not.
It's just
I don't know.
So that's
I don't
why
know why
think,
everybody loves it here. I know.
I think because
No,
the
I don't
weather,
know.
they love the weather.
weather.
And they love just the idea of like events, because I think it's like Grammys, like just everything here. It's like New York, but like the different weather versions of each other. But it's just a place where if you want to be in the industry, then you're gonna move to LA.
Yeah, like
Just-
making it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like you're in Hollywood.
yeah.
Like
So I can be a makeup artist or a stylist or a movie star.
People do
or,
that anywhere though.
Well,
That's the
I don't know.
thing.
people don't know that. They think here. Like I'm going to the
Yeah.
stars. All the people live here. All the
Please.
famous people live here.
Please, people like I want to go sightseeing. I want to go see the stars. I'm like, you want to go see that dirty ass shit?
Hollywood
Please.
Boulevard is kind of ratchet.
You know, Terrell never saw those stars until I wanted to go. He's like, I've never been to
Yeah,
no fucking
because-
Hollywood
Because we
star.
don't care about that. type
No,
of
y'all
stuff.
don't.
No.
He's like, I ain't never been to these stars. This is my first time here in my life. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
So crazy.
Terrell is funny. I can't. He is
crazy.
hilarious. Terrell gonna keep it a buck. Like what?
Y'all are funny together. I just saw y'all the suspect.
Oh, the
thing, and
Suspect
I
challenge.
was on the floor.
I didn't see it.
I was on the floor. One thing they gonna do is go hard on each other. They be ragging.
He's
at
like,
each
I'm
other.
trying to do a part two. I'm like, you want to tear me up, don't you?
Right.
I'm like, well, give me some jokes because I don't have no more for you.
Right.
But you got me for all days.
Days on a
Oh,
regular.
God.
Golly.
Crazy.
Okay, let's talk about some of our favorite memories of each other, some of our favorite stories of each other.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to say me and Queen was when we went to Vegas.
Yes.
We were
That
out
was
there living
iconic.
our best life.
That was
Literally, it
iconic.
was
not
iconic.
That was
That
iconic.
picture is still on my Instagram. Everybody else got deleted except for you. But
I think for me was your first
fine.
baby shower.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
lit.
It was just like such a pivotal moment when you became a mom. I feel like we was like on some turn wildlife stuff, and then it was just special in the Seiko, and like we were all there. Like it just was a moment. Like,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
yeah. Like obviously I love all your kids.
That-
but Zoe's being born, that was like a huge
She was
like,
so
big
tiny.
deal.
Queen was like one of the first people that ever held Zoe.
She was
Ever.
so.
Besides like the doctor, me. And I had her up at Sorella, fucking
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Melrose
yeah, you
at like
did.
1 month.
You did.
Like she shouldn't
You
even
did.
been out the house.
She was a road
And he was
dog.
like, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
Right.
I was like, she's
And she was tiny. That's so crazy that
Mhm.
you have that photo because she was
Mhm.
like a month old, not even supposed to be out the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
You was like, I gotta work. The baby
Yeah.
is coming.
She was with me. When I look back at my Snapchat stories now, because I'm back on Snapchat, make sure you follow me.
Yes, I need to get on Snap.
Yeah, get on there. It's,
I know you
it's
be
coming
on the
back.
wave.
I have
It is.
It's been a
They're
decade.
paying content creators. I heard.
Say it again. No,
I heard.
I'm like, I heard.
But Snapchat is like where we all started. They have all my memories. I'm
Yes.
like, dang, you still have this memory?
Yes.
I don't have it in my phone no
Yeah,
more.
and you don't
Right.
even remember. It pops
You
up, and you're like, oh my
don't.
gosh.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm like, I had Zoe with me everywhere.
You
Now I'd be like, oh, I can't take my kids nowhere. Like, I'm not getting nothing done.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Zoe with me.
Yeah.
I didn't have no choice. I didn't
Yeah.
have no nanny. I didn't
But
have
it was
no...
so cute when we just did the shoot at the beach for Money for Nails, and Zoe was so helpful. Like she was doing BTS like on the phone. She's at an age now where she's like, she was telling her what to do,
so
being like, you
cute.
should do this, pose like this, and it was actually a good idea.
So,
Oh,
okay, let me
yeah.
just tell you what they do. So, Queen is like jack of all trades. She's very talented. She does whatever
Thank
she
you.
wants to do. But right now, she does brows,
Yes.
and she's killing it.
Brows by Q. Come get your
Brows
brows
by
done.
Q, period. Very natural laminated brows. I gotta come
Yeah.
one day.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm gonna come.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then Anthony is a photographer. Okay, he shot in all my fucking videos and photos for so long, and he's
So
just
many
super
years.
creative. So we all kind of like work together throughout the years, and we
Yeah.
always we always just do a lot of stuff. We're really creative and
Yeah.
talented when you think
Yeah.
about it, because we
Yeah.
can really do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
especially
like to be
now.
in a box.
Like we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
I like to do
Yeah.
whatever I
You
want
do
to do.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing something. All
I
what you
love
doing now?
that.
I'm like, I don't know. Living.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now.
Yeah.
I'm just like
Yeah.
whatever I want.
I was like, oh, bitch, your event planner. I was like, that was bomb. I was like, you did that. I was like, leave all them candles.
I know. I'm just like whatever life is taking me, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
So
feel that.
Anthony shot so many photo shoots of me, but the one that we just did was the Money for Nails with Zoe. That is actually crazy. You're probably like, dang, this girl's alive and 9 years
Yes,
old
it was a full thing.
and helping me
Yeah.
full circle.
It was a full thing. Like she was
Crazy.
like telling her what to do, and I was just like, wow, this is
I
like,
love that though. That's
yeah,
so cute.
it was cool. So
What made you want to get into photography?
actually, it was my brand because it's like
We all have brands.
yeah,
Let's just get that out the way.
yeah, we all have
Yeah.
brands, and honestly,
Clothing lines.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
we've done
it
it
was
all.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
we did everything.
and I've kind of like I feel like I've tried like I never really fully like dove into the title of photographer because I felt like I did kind of like it happened like a gift from God. It was just one of those things where I started out with my brand, and obviously we all know how expensive that is to like try to get content and inventory and pay to have people shoot your stuff. And I started to shoot my own like campaigns. Like I just was like hiring models or shooting with my friends. And then people would ask me once I kind of dove into like the film, like vintage vibe, they're like, who's shooting this for you? And I'm like, me. And so then people are like, oh, do you do this for work? And I'm like, I can. So then I kind of started working with people, and then it kind of spiraled into a career. Like,
Yeah.
but my brand is like my passion. Like, I think that photography is one of the things where God is like, this is how you're gonna fund your life, and you're really
Yeah.
good at it, and you have an eye and a gift. But I love designing so much. Like, it is changed though.
Anthony
with
is the
Instagram.
fly guy. He's been like that since we were kids. You know what I remember?
Like I made this outfit.
Yeah.
You
See?
made the outfit.
Outfit, accessories by me. The whole,
Period.
like, you know, dressed in
Tell
my
me your brand.
House of Chaos.
House of Chaos with all the
Yeah.
jewelry that they're wearing.
Yes.
And then y'all had a
Yes.
clothing line together.
Yeah,
We
we
did.
did.
What was
Yeah.
that called?
No Do.
Yeah.
No Do?
That was when we were
Yes.
like distressing rock
Yes.
tees and yeah.
It taught us a lot about each other and business too. 'Cause, yeah, that was crazy.
It's
Yeah.
hard to be in business with your friend. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will bump
Really
heads
hard.
sometimes, but
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah. You get through it, you get
Yeah.
it done. Yeah.
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 It is hard though.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And Queen, was actually one of my first Sorella models.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
When I
yes.
first ever started Sorella.
With the Versace heels and the pink lipstick.
Oh my God, you were so cute though. I'll never forget. It
Thank
was
you.
called Galaxy Set, whatever. It was probably like
Yeah, the blue
$45. Yeah.
Not $45. You remember the
Probably like
price?
$40, something like that. But it was the leggings, it was the little
Bandeau.
bandeau. We got your makeup, your
Yep.
hair done.
It was you and
It was
Fulani, right?
Star who did my makeup.
Star
Yep.
and
Fulani's sister.
Fulani.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fulani was the other model.
With Heather's
Yeah.
Versace heels, the colorful ones. They were like pink,
I
black.
still got them. My Nicki Minaj
Yes.
ones. I
Yes.
still
Yellow,
have them.
green.
Yeah.
I'm keeping those. Those are in my archive, and they're gonna be worth money one day. I'm telling you.
Facts.
Nicki
I know,
Minaj
yeah.
might even
Yeah.
want to buy them from me
Okay.
because she done let her slip out the cracks.
Yeah, it was.
I
That
still
was
got
an
'em.
iconic shoe. Yeah.
Iconic. Oh my god.
We were at the pool and it
I
was hot
know.
as fuck.
in my North Hollywood apartment
Mhm.
with Fulani. Shout out to
Yep.
Star. Shout out to Niles. Remember the
Yes,
photographer?
Yes. Oh my god.
It's just so crazy.
Mhm.
That is just wild.
Mhm.
And you modeled for Marathon.
Mhm.
You modeled
Yeah.
for Marathon too. So Queen's a whole model out here.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
she's
please.
jack of all trades. She
She's
literally could do it
trying to
all.
get her to model today is like
Please.
to pull in
I
teeth.
just don't. And the thing is, like, just don't. The only person I like to take my pictures is Anthony, and he knows how picky I am and how I want to look. And, you know, it's just, for me, I think I spent so much time doing it, or like, you know, spending time, or like, you know how much time it actually takes, to actually take a photo and then get a good one. I'm like, I don't have time for this. If we can't get it in 3 shots, we're done, and we're going back to doing whatever we were doing.
We got the Sorella one in about 3
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's coming back for the next
I was
photo.
like
Right.
laid back, the hair was straight.
You were so cute.
Yeah.
All my friends. Shout out
Thank
to you.
you.
Shout out to Fulani. Who else was
Nas.
it? Felicia, Nas.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Asia
gosh,
D.
Nas, Asia D.
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
But she wasn't with y'all, was
Mm-mm.
she? She
It
was like
further
second.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like second, but Asia D was like really a stamp
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
like my virality of Sorella.
Mhm.
That sweatsuit with her in the
Mm.
red, she looked like Aaliyah. She had the swoop. Shout out to
It was
Asia
so
D.
good. Yeah.
She was a real LA native too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I feel like my brand just is just like the real cool LA.
Yeah, it was fire.
It was, because
Right?
everybody in
fire.
LA was like, okay, where you about to go get something to wear? We're going to Melrose. We're going to Sorella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
Oh, and I'm not from here,
Mhm.
and I'm happy that I was able to make a spot for like all
Yeah.
the cool LA people to like come.
Yeah.
Mhm.
that
You
was
know,
great.
Because LA people know where to go. They're going to
Yeah.
Slauson, they're going here, they're going there, they're ordering online, whatever. They have their shops. One of my other friend, Candace, that's crazy. Y'all remember Candace?
Fifi?
Yeah, sure.
She was Fulani's friend too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Guerrero.
Mhm. Yeah.
She was
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my good friends
Yeah.
out here
Yeah.
too. I just
Yeah.
re-met her
Okay.
at
Recently?
at the wedding that I did with the 300 candles
Oh,
for my
yeah,
friend
I saw
Ashley,
that.
and I just saw her.
Oh
She
my
was like, she's one of
gosh.
her best friends
I
too, and
love
I'm like,
that.
damn. She was a real like
Yeah.
stare in my life too. She
Like
Like
helped
when
me
you
a
first
lot.
got here.
Yeah, she like helped me a lot with like, okay, this is the websites you should go to. This is you need your basics. She
Yeah.
helped me a lot in
Yeah.
fashion too,
Yeah.
with like starting Sorella and stuff.
I
But
love that.
yeah,
It was
so it's hard to grow a business though.
fun. It is.
That it is.
Let's talk about that because we've
Right,
all
that's a-
grown businesses. We've had multiple,
Yeah.
Multiple.
right? So you have
Yeah.
your brows, you have
Yeah.
your clothing line, you've modeled,
Yeah.
like you did the weed stuff,
Yeah.
like
Girl,
it's-
whole scientist.
whole scientist.
Whole
Scientist.
scientist.
What do y'all think is like the biggest challenge in like starting and running your own business?
I think it's really the vision, you know, and
For sure, the vision.
you have to kind of just stick to it. Like, even when things get rough, it's just like, you know, like for me, I'm gonna say for me, is having a relationship with God. Like, mine is like really faith-based. Like, I wake up every morning and I pray. Like, every morning, it's a non-negotiable. When I go
Yeah.
into my suite, sometimes I get on the floor and I'm on my knees and I'm praying. Like, you know, people come in my space and they're just like, oh, it feels so good in here. The energy is so good. It's like, yeah, I prayed over it, and I pray
Yeah.
over it every day.
Mhm.
So, you know, it's learning to kind of stick to it and sticking it out, even if it gets difficult, even if it gets low, because there are highs and lows with having a business. Learning how to deal with people, learning how to be personable, because you can't always have an attitude with people. Sometimes, even if they have an attitude with you, you know, when things go wrong or things go left, it's like, you know, you have to just remember to just stay poised and, you know, professional and, you know, scream when you by yourself
and cry.
and cry when you by yourself, but,
That part.
you know, get up and keep going, because, you know, there will be times where you're going to be tested and it's like, hold on.
Yeah.
No. Oh God. What about you, Anthony?
The hardest part for me, I think it would be money.
Yeah.
I think that like once I graduated, I had a job for like 1 year working for a creative director. And after that, I haven't had like another job since. And
remember this.
and actually like funding your life and investing in your business with no investor or anything like that, I feel like that's been my biggest challenge, like, because I've always been a visionary, like ideas and stuff like that, they come to me in my sleep, but I feel like I've always had to like consolidate my own vision to fit where I'm at in life, instead of being able to like really sell myself the way that I know that I could, or like make a collection the way that I really want to. It's like, well, instead of doing that, this is what I can afford to do. So like, let me do this and make it work. And I think that that's been my biggest challenge even to date, because I recently had like a viral piece and I saw how I finally made like my first like lump sum of money. And even with that, like reinvesting it, but actually legitimizing your business and making sure you pay all the right things you need to pay, and then seeing what you really have left to try to make something, it's like
You really don't got shit.
yeah. After you like done pay for like pay
Like,
off a
damn,
friend,
bitch, I broke.
like,
I
well,
got shit.
I got
While
enough to
everybody is
live.
thinking you just have all this money, you're so rich, it's just like,
Yeah,
no.
like if I just had like a lump sum to be like, this is for your brand, see what you can create with this. Like that's it. Not pay your rent, pay this, pay that, pay that, and then try to make some new shit. Like,
But I think that comes along with being creative. Like, you know, you get forced into a spot to where you have to
well,
make it
that's
work.
the truth. Like that's how I really honestly developed like my most innovative ideas, is when I had the least amount of money. Because like even with photography, I think what kind of allowed me to stick out was the fact that I had like a vintage aesthetic. So everyone that wanted to book me was to get this sort of like old school energy. But I really did that because I couldn't afford the most expensive cameras to shoot this hi-fi digital shit.
And
I'm
it
going
looked
to buy
good.
shitty ass cameras, old school Polaroids, old school VHSs, like digital cameras from the pawn shop, like early 2000s little flash cameras, and shooting on that, and then creating this world for myself that kind of like everyone's like, oh, if I want this aesthetic, I need to come to you for that, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was really built off of not having like a lump sum of money.
That's so tight.
Yeah, it was cool.
And everybody wants that look now, and like that look is like everything.
Yeah.
Like that old school vintage vibe.
I see it on the like highest platform of levels. Like, and I mean, I feel like I've gotten a lot of respect from like people. Like I've worked with so many cool people in the industry and brands, and people repost my work that are like established brands. I recently got D Squared took one of my shoots recently and posted on their account randomly and tagged me. And I was like, oh, this is cool.
Wow.
Yeah, just because one of my friends was wearing their piece, and I'm like, this is dope that like I shot this on like a camera that I got from CVS, like a little throwaway film camera, you know.
But see, that's the beauty of it though. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can make it look as good as you want to, but it's like if the hustle is not in you, it's just not in you. And it's like if the creativity is just not in you and the spark is not in you, you can make it look like however you want to, but it's not gonna last long.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's so funny because we'll send pictures back and forth to each other, and people are like, look at this motherfucker copying me. I'm like, listen. I was like, you gotta keep going because they're watching.
And that's how you know you made it too.
Yeah.
And that's what I was facing with like AliExpress and all these people that were selling it way cheaper than me, and like stealing my logo sweats. Like that was like my #1 seller, and everybody remaking it and all this stuff. And I'm like, at the end of the day, the bitches I know are gonna come to Sorella and get it.
To get the real
the
thing.
girls
They want the
and
real
get it
thing.
because they want the real.
Yeah.
All you little low budget bitches, y'all can
Go
go
ahead.
to another brand.
Yeah.
Y'all can stay at Shein. I don't want y'all over here.
Yeah.
You know, it's just all about creating the dream. It's just like a fantasy life. Like, and that was what Sorella was to me. Like, I didn't have no money. That's how I started Sorella. I had no money. I was shopping at the Slauson.
I remember you telling me, you were like, I'm about to start a brand. I don't know how I'm getting ready to do it. I'm about to go get these clothes, and we about to do a photo shoot. And literally, it was up from there. Literally, it was up. It was up.
Yeah.
It was up. It was stuck.
Wow. I think that part we talked last time we were here, like about like when we're just creating for fun. Yeah. I think that's when you are the most successful. Like it feels you really.
When you're broke.
Yes.
That's where it all comes from. Rappers, I don't give a fuck. Rappers, anybody, any industry, it comes when you're at the lowest of the low. And that's what people look up to because they're like, oh, she made it, he made it. Like, I could do it too. I can make something out of nothing. We were literally making something out of nothing.
Literally.
Literally.
And then something hit. Like, it was like, oh, this is fire. Like, it was, you know.
And then you just learn all that shit on your own. And I didn't go to school for it. Like nobody that I was doing it with, nobody went to school for it. Nobody knew what to do. We didn't know the next steps. Like we didn't know
I was supposed to be in law school when I went to Morehouse.
I remember.
Like I went to Morehouse studying business and marketing, thinking I was gonna go to law school. But when it got too expensive, I was like, you know, I don't want to like spend more money going to school. And then I went to London to intern for like a music label, and then I just became this super hyper creative person. And then I'm like, wow, like I can make money off of like my art, like I can do this. And I've just been doing it ever since. And I think that that's something I try to hold on to now after you've made it and been doing it for so long, that imagination part, that like hustle from the beginning to keep reinventing yourself. I think it's important to keep that. Yeah. Because some people just get comfortable and like, I ain't doing all that, or I don't want to shoot for free anymore. Like I still do free shoots with when there have concepts involved, because I'm like I always want to like keep my brain. Like let's do something creative, like, you know, because a lot of my bookings are not my ideas. Like it's like someone hiring me to do something that's their vision. But I like to collaborate with people all the time.
Yeah, it's like maybe I can give, or I can like do this shoot with her. Maybe she'll pull out something different in me that I wouldn't pull out of myself, or vice versa. You know, and maybe we can make magic and hopefully something good's come out of there. But you have to be a special person to be able to do that shit. Like nobody wants to work for free anymore.
No, they don't. I've had the hardest time finding makeup artists and stylists to put the whole shoot together because everyone wants a budget, which I get, but it's like, don't you want to be able to get your canvas off where it's like your vision? Like I like everyone to come together. It's like whatever you feel is good on her, do that. And you're the model, let everybody make you look glamorous. And then I come in and it's like we're tag teaming and you get this product that can last forever, you know, like, so I think it's worth it to still create, but also we need our coin.
He's not gonna make you look crazy either, because like a lot of photographers, they'll just be shooting, it's just like, you didn't see that one little piece that looked weird, you couldn't have told me to
you have to know who you're collaborating with for sure. Like it has to benefit us all, but it's like I don't even still, like I would do something for free right now, like as far as I come, I'll give somebody free clothes, or I do something for free, or you know, because you never know where it could take you. But people don't get that no more. People, I mean, y'all already know. Even with Queen probably shot with me for free, right? Queen did it off the love. That's what I'm used to. It's like, we're going to do off the love. Like, you might end up on a billboard. You might end up with this photo shoot that might get you another job. Right? But that is like taken away now. I feel like it's not fun no more to people. It's not cool to collaborate anymore. Like it's not like fun to get like some free photos or get my makeup done real fast, get the content off real fast. It's all about like, what can you do for me? What am I gonna get out of this?
Am I gonna
look? Yeah, am I making any money? Like, first of all, you bitches aren't even worth the money. And I want the camera to look at me like this, because I paid bitches to post. For real, I paid bitches to post.
And they not posted.
Not got me one sale. No, they post, but they don't got me one sale.
But see, that's another thing too, though. Like, I remember, like, because I would do brows for free too, because like, brows for me is art. Like how we said, like we're all creatives. Like, I really like art and I really like science, and you really have to find the girls who have that aura or that energy. And a lot of people, they don't come with it. And it's like, just because you have the numbers, babe, I still didn't get a sale.
No.
Or and you might be doing
this. Off of people, but I think that also too, we have to like look at Instagram for what it is. Because it's like, all of these little tactics matter, and I watch people use it where it's like people will tag you in like the fourth photo that they post in the swipe, or not want to put your brand in the caption. And a lot of people's attention span is so short. It's like you can see the difference in how much somebody fuck with you based off how they tag you. It's like if I come and shoot someone and I do a collaboration, I've been more specific lately, like we need a tag on the first image because we're thinking downward to like the person who's just swiping through. They're not trying to see who shot this. You need to put me somewhere. I mean, sometimes, but for the majority, it's like people are like, double tap, double tap. So it's like,
Instagram is not what it used to be.
No.
Instagram's not what it used to be at all. And I feel like we're all have a little taste of that. We've all talked about this off camera about it, just how it's affected business, how it's affected our own personal pages, just everything. Instagram's just not what it is. But I feel like it's kind of like up to us to kind of bring it back to what this shit really is. Like, and I still to this day, I'm tagging. I don't care if it was free. I don't care if it was paid, nothing. Just because that's me. And I'm going to put my people on no matter what. I'm taking everybody with me no matter what. That's how I've always been, whether it's free, paid, whatever. I'm still tagging because that's just what I like to do. But I feel like these new girls, they don't understand like loyalty or just anybody, not even girls, just they don't understand loyalty. They just don't understand like that you have to give some to gain it. You know what I mean? Like it's just not the same as it used to be.
No,
but I feel like we could change it.
Yeah. It's like, I think having your village of people, like for me, I look at my muses and like I kind of like create with a lot of the same girls like throughout over time, because it's like we kind of have this connection where it's like, you know, that I bring something into your world and you bring something into my world and we have that exchange. But a lot of people are takers when it comes to the industry and creativity. I think that a lot of times it's like, what can I get before I have to actually give? Because I've like gotten hit up by so many girls where like, is this for tag or is this for pay? Like, you know, and I'm like, girl, aren't you black and I'm black? Like, why wouldn't you want, like, it's like you preaching this black life stuff, but it's like, you see I'm a black artist and I'm gonna come through and slay you, promote me. Like, why wouldn't you want to? Because you don't want girls to see that I took your picture and want them to work with me too so I can make them look good. Like, there's this weird catty energy that working with so many girls I have felt over time where it's like, you want to hide me because you don't want me to work with the next girl because you don't want her to look good, or you want to
that is so weird.
You want to take my aesthetic and have ownership over it like you're some vintage girl, but it's like you're not the one making your
you are
not at all.
Not cool.
Put your door knocker earrings and your wife beater back on
People
and take
really
off
be
the
wanting
beehive.
that vibe.
Yeah, and it's a great
it's like
vibe.
It's not you, honey.
No, and it's okay to cosplay, but it's like give the people credit for what they're bringing to you, like, you know, and I think uplift everybody. Like, if you have makeup, hair, all these people are adding to the pot. So like, why wouldn't you want? I will never understand the lack of wanting to promote people with Instagram, because it's just like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Like, because I deal with that a lot where I'm like, you don't want to tag me? This is my photo. But the actual care of art and stuff is gone because they look at it like the word content. Like back in the day, it'd be like, Heather Saunders shot by so-and-so. It would be like the picture had some worth. But now it's just like, come through and shoot me real quick. I'm about to go here. It's just like, there's no like, this person really gave me an image that I can put in a frame in my house or that my kids will look at one day and appreciate this picture of me. Like, no one cares enough. So I think
nobody cares anymore.
No,
but
they
we
don't care
have to
about
bring
shit.
They
don't care, but damn, Beyonce could take 10 years to record a whole album and they're gonna listen to it and in 2 days gonna be like, okay, so what next?
Yeah.
Like, it's just
after all this hard work you put in, which is why I feel like people are not putting in as much work anymore.
Correct.
It's not that serious anymore as far as Instagram, because that was my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, what? We started this shit on Instagram. Like,
Instagram used to be so much fun. Oh my God.
It was the best.
Remember when we could not DM, so you had to go all the way down to the last picture of the photo if you were trying to be sneaky and make a comment like, text me, or
at the bottom. I never knew that secret.
No, I'm not talking about for me, but I'm just saying like that's what boys used to do. They used to be like, text me. I used to be like,
yes,
oh, you bold. You in the comments.
That's funny. Oh,
yeah, it has evolved for sure. The app has evolved a lot. But it's weird because we all like make money on there. So is it ever gonna go away? I don't know.
No, I don't think it is.
If it went away tomorrow, I would
The money is not
confused.
what it used to be on Instagram.
My thing is just show my post when I post
Just
it.
do that.
Oh
At
no,
least
you have
just
to
do
pay
that.
to boost your ad.
Now you gotta
Yeah.
pay
First-
everything.
And they added an Apple fee, which
First
wasn't
of all,
used to be
Instagram
there.
is
An Apple
Facebook.
fee?
Yes.
Yes, if you want to post and you pay $100, it's gonna come out to $125.
What?
It's crazy. Like it's like a whole fee. They are
It's like a
raking
meta.
us, and
Well,
that's just to show your post. To people.
Mine is blocked, so I can't even do
Oh,
advertising.
you're shadow
It's-
banned,
it's-
probably.
I'm like, whatever.
I don't know what to do.
I hate it.
But
so
it's like, are you
much.
showing the people who need to see it?
No, the
No.
people that follow you.
So
are
it's like,
not
why are we
seeing it.
paying?
Well, that's
Right.
when they're showing people. If you just post it without boosting it, they're not gonna show it to people.
I don't like that game.
I don't boost.
Really?
No.
I don't know
Every
how
time
to
I
boost.
boost, I make money. So it's like if
Really?
I do a post and I don't like get any orders immediately before I go to sleep, I'll just do a boost and then I'll wake up and I'll have at least a couple orders.
You boost from your business page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So how much do you fund?
It
Your-
depends. Like I'll do like one day, let it roll for one day, and do like where it'll show like maybe like 8,000 people because it
Mhm.
gives you like a range of how many people they'll show,
Yeah.
and you can do an
Mhm. I know
estimate.
that
Like
part.
if you show 8,000 people, I know at least 2 people gonna see this and buy it.
So how
Yeah.
much do you spend?
Like 80 to 100.
It's so funny. I saw this post, and the thing is, like, you never know what's real on the internet either, because everybody is like, I made $70,000 in a day, and
That's
you can
what I
too.
struggle with.
Yeah.
And
Because I see those posts too. And I'll be like, should I hire this?
Yeah,
I
this
know.
ad company. Stop posting ads on Instagram. Bitch, no, I'm not going to stop posting ads. That's all I know. That's how it works. My Facebook
Yes.
ads, like, I just know they work. You drop this much money on Facebook, I know I'm going to quadruple that. Used to. Years
yeah.
ago, I'm going to quadruple that.
Yeah.
Right now, I dropped $20 on Facebook. I'm making $20 on Facebook. This
my
shit
gosh,
is
see?
trash
Yeah,
now.
it's interesting.
you know?
Yeah.
But it's all right. We just have to keep evolving. You have to
Yeah.
learn, figure it out. Like, I'm not going to be old. Like, I'm not going to figure it out. I'm going to figure
Yeah.
out what's the next thing popping. Like,
Mhm.
I'm going to figure it out. Like, I started this shit on Instagram. Like, I don't have to end it on Instagram.
No, you're good at
Yeah.
that though. Like you, that's why I
Like-
just told you. You be pivoting. You be like, okay, it's
Yeah.
lit over here. I'm
Yeah.
figuring this out.
I'm
It's
going
lit
with
over
the
here.
flow.
Yeah.
And everybody can be like, what is Heather doing? Why is she doing that? I'm just going to be doing what you bitches are not. And that's just what's always going to keep me ahead. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck how it makes me feel or look at the time being, because when I started my business, it wasn't a thing. When I started
Yeah.
Sorella, it wasn't a thing to have
Yeah.
a business. It wasn't
Yeah.
a thing
It
to
was
sell
not.
clothes.
No, it
It
wasn't,
wasn't
a
a
thing
thing to
clothes.
work.
When we were
No.
doing it, it wasn't a thing either.
I was around Chris Brown, Tyga, all these people. Like, nobody was working.
Yeah.
Everybody was just like, this is
Making
who I
money.
am, buy
Yep.
my merch.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
whatever the case it was,
Yeah.
come to my show, do
Yeah.
this, listen to my music. And I worked. Like, I never
Yeah.
cared, like, that I had to work or that I had to do something that everybody else wasn't doing. And I feel like that's what really
Set you
kind of,
apart.
like, set me apart.
Mhm.
And just, like, and then years later down the line, while I'm fucking tore down, broke
All these
down,
boutiques is
work,
out there.
everybody's like tagging Chris Brown, like, oh, Heather, you killing it. I'm like, yeah, but I'm working away.
Rolling, rolling,
You know?
rolling. Yeah.
But it's just like, you have to have that in you. You have to have a certain hustle in you to be better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Or really, it's not even everybody else. It's against yourself, really.
is
Because it's
against
like
yourself.
you did set the tone. Because nobody was selling clothes, Heather, before you. And everybody was starting because they were like, oh, this bitch is booming. There was a lot of boutiques that came after that. And which is good. Like, you know, that was an inspiration. Like, you know, you inspired a lot of girls to get some money. And,
Yeah.
you know, it was.
And I
going
feel like
up.
it was because I wasn't from here, and all the girls that were from here would like look down at this lost and swap me. But that's what they were shopping.
Yeah, but
Like
you
Terrell's
made it
sisters
look
and stuff were like
good.
telling me, I was like, where do I go get an outfit? We're going out tonight. I'm going out with y'all. I don't have nothing to wear. They're like, go to Slauson. This is where you're gonna go. So I went to Slauson, and I started asking questions. Where y'all getting all these clothes from? And I was asking the Asian ladies that were
Oh,
taking
yeah.
the money, because it's the Asian taking
Yeah,
that money.
It's the Koreans.
It's
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not no black people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where y'all getting all these clothes from? Like, what's going? She's like, oh, downtown on San Pedro, whatever. And this, I'm like, okay. And I went down there one day. It was closed. It was like a Sunday or something. It's like, I'm gonna come out here tomorrow. It was Monday. Shit was open. Shit was cracking, popping. I'm like, this is where she's getting all the stuff. Okay, I'm gonna figure it out. And I bought me a couple things. I have $500. I bought me a couple things. And I'm like, now I gotta have somebody put it on. And that's when I call my friends. I call Queen, I call Filani. I'm like, my friends are gonna do it. They're skinny, they're cute.
Yeah, like they'll
do it.
You want to know something though? It's like we came up where it was just like, bitch, you better put on something fucking fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But y'all are so fashionable. These are like my
Thank
fashion
you.
friends, but it's just so natural too.
Yeah.
You know, it's just so natural to y'all because of where you're from. And y'all taught me a lot too, just in the process. Just Queen is just natural beauty. Like, don't do too much. She's gonna have a good like tennis shoe on. She's gonna have a good pant on always. Good accessory, hair done. You know, Anthony, he's just gonna come through always fly, always different. Like, and you just pick up certain things from being around certain people. And I kind of just like, okay, I can do this, I can do that. You know. But fashion is like a big thing, I feel like, in our world.
Yeah, it always was.
Yeah.
Especially from when we were younger. It was like, oh, what you got on? You look cute.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
But that's an LA thing.
Yeah.
Because in Texas, I don't remember it being like that. We was dirty.
No.
You know, it was always good dressed.
It's country
here.
in Texas.
It's country.
My dad is from Texas, and I went. Are you familiar with Palestine, Texas?
No,
It's like
you
East
asked me that
Texas.
before.
Girl, I was like, Daddy, how did you get out of here? It's one road going in and one way coming out. I was like, this is
Country bumpkin.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out here, it's just like a whole different world.
Yeah.
So how important is fashion to y'all? Do you like use it within your everyday life, right? Like you got to put that shit on.
I'm not gonna lie, every day, no. Some days I go outside looking like, girl, what is going on? Yeah, I'm like, put a hat on at least, Kiana, because what's going on? I'm just like, just don't talk to me today,
And I feel
please.
like owning a business too, like you get your
ground.
best work done when you're like
Looking the best?
gritty. No, I was gonna say when you were like ran, like you got on your sweats and your shirt. I wear workout clothes a lot now in this last year. But yeah, like I feel like it's time to get dressed. You get dressed, but like running errands and working and post office and production and I'm in a workout look. I didn't used to be like that. I want to have chains on and leather and all this stuff a lot, but it's
you
like
do used to be fly.
yeah, every time I show up, I could be just dressed and it's like I mean, but I feel like now I don't have time.
Putting in my little Korean clip.
And I feel like too, it has changed. Like a lot of people look the same. It's like I don't know. I just think that like Instagram has, like I love fashion and it's fun and it's self-expression, but I think trying to keep up with fashion is like problematic in this time because it just changes so much. And it's like as soon as somebody do something different, if it hits, you're gonna see everybody doing that in the next like week. And it's just like everything gets viral so fast, like looks and trends. That I think it's like just be yourself and like wear what feels good to you, and that's it. I don't.
Because what looks good on you may not look good on somebody else.
And it used to be like the new Balenciaga boots dropped, and you see all the girls with them on, but it's like everything's not for everybody.
I can't. With a lot of stuff, I can't. I'm like, that shit is fucking ugly.
So what's y'all's favorite fashion trend right now, or what's a fashion trend that you hate?
Favorite fashion trend right now is how like tailored looks are coming back. Like I see like a lot of like girls wearing suits and like white button-up shirts, and like a lot of guys are getting back more classic and refined, like wearing trench coats or like button-ups and like suit jackets. Like I really love that. Trends that I hate. I'm gonna let you answer what you like first.
Well, for me, like I don't know. I've always been like I know what I like when I see it. Like I don't look at the price. Like sometimes I'm like, woo. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, it costs this much. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, or like I'll refer back to like old pictures of like my mom. And I'm just like, oh my God, I want to look just like her because she was just so fly. So to me, I don't really go off of like trends. I just go off of, I'll be in the store and I'll be like, oh, okay, I really like this. Or like, you know, because it's about the way it fits too. Like,
But you was getting your clothes special made. You were a whole model. You was having niggas make clothes for you. So you're axed out here. No. She was having model fittings like Kim Kardashian. I'm like, I can't with you. I'm jealous.
I'm dead.
But something that, unpopular opinion and I don't care, but it was that damn Rick Owens boot. It got on my fucking nerves.
Which
I just
boot?
couldn't.
Oh, that Rick boot. I have that too.
I'm
The one that looks like a Converse?
No, it looked like a clown boot to me. I was like, why is everybody wearing these clown boots? I don't like them. I don't like. Give me the boot.
Which boot is it?
I don't like them.
It's
Which
heels?
one?
No, they're whatever the boot that everybody was wearing. I just didn't like it. I didn't get into it. Yeah, I didn't get into it. I'm sorry.
Try to find it, Jalen.
Try to
Okay,
find it,
what do y'all
Jalen.
think about that Balenciaga boot that looks like a UGG right now?
Let's see it.
You know the big boot. It's like not like a.
Which
yeah.
boot? The one with the
Not they
invisible
pulled
heel?
the boot up.
Where it look like you're walking on your tippy toes?
This boot.
Yep.
Now she don't like that boot.
I
That
don't.
boot.
I don't.
Which one?
I don't like them. Not that one. The one in the middle. In the middle.
With the lace all the way up?
Yep.
Oh, with the lace all the way up.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan
No,
of
it wasn't
those.
those.
It was the actual boot with the lace all looked like a Doc Marten.
No, she just clicked on it. It's the popular one.
Oh.
Is it? No, it's right there. Go over to the right. Yep.
That one? I have those. That's not a
I
boot.
have
That's a
those
tennis
too.
shoe.
I don't like them. They look like clown boots
Well, they
to
do
me.
call it a boot.
They look like
Oh,
clown,
they call it a boot?
They look like clown boots to me.
Yeah, it's not.
I just feel like every single body had them, and
They
I
are a
was
little
just
bit
like, y'all
clown
all
shoes,
busting them down.
It was a thing, yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm not a fan of the Balenciaga boot, but I think for me, what I don't like about fashion is like the overly like, I don't want to use like a nasty word, but like,
Use the nasty word.
No, I just think like when I see some stuff on Instagram, I'll be like, how is she wearing this like outside, or is it just for the picture? Like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's certain looks where I'm like, this is not functional. Like you can't wear this like out in public. Like, but people be selling these little dainty like looks or like these little outfits. Where I'm like, how are you wearing this?
You know, I was on TikTok and they were talking about the poster girl dresses.
Uh-huh.
And somebody was like, how are you wearing that?
Yeah,
It's literally lingerie.
It's
lingerie.
It's not all of them.
I think so.
but-
That would be more of a refined version of what I'm trying to say, like
Okay.
that type of thing, like where it's like just a lace bodysuit, where like no, it's just like
Something
nothing
covering
covered.
like the.
Yeah, I think that I don't really like that trend because I feel like it's so popular. It was really popular for like a long time. I feel like now people are kind of putting
lace?
clothes on. Just anything that's just too.
See-through.
I like
Raunchy.
sexy and being hot, but it's like there's a way to do it where
Yeah.
it's like fitting but not like see through butt naked. You know.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a favorite fashion muse that you look up to?
Like guy or girl?
Either.
I would have to say my mom still. And then remember I told you, I don't know, like I'll go on Instagram and I'm just not impressed with so much stuff. So I just look and I just know what I like when I see it and I just like it. I'm like, oh, that's fly.
Yeah.
I really look up to Virgil.
Okay.
I like his climb in fashion and how he started out from streetwear and then like evolved into this like fashion house where he was able to like make like cool dope clothes, but he also like ventured into couture.
Yeah.
That was like something I really admired because like I like hope to like evolve into something like that too one day where it's not just fast fashion. Like fast fashion kind of takes you into this place that is like more elevated and like couture-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Or who's your
Fashion
favorite?
trend?
Yeah.
I don't got no favorite fashion trend right now.
Okay, which one do you hate?
Oh, which one do I hate?
I feel like we would, like if we saw it or if you saw it, you would be like,
It would
I
be
hate
better.
that. Yeah.
Right?
You'd be like, I hate
Yeah.
that.
I do like the clean girl aesthetic. I don't know if it's fashion.
Yeah.
I think it's more beauty.
Yeah.
But I like the clean girl, like more natural
Yeah.
vibe. Just because I don't know how to do my makeup all the way
Girl,
fully.
you be beating your fucking face down. I always tell you that. I'm like, Heather, your makeup looks bomb. While I'm like, okay, one pump. My makeup literally takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't. Anything
I be
else?
trying.
I tried. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I tried.
But you don't need it.
No, I tried. I'm gonna be honest. I tried a little harder today, right?
And she's beat down to the ground.
I'm not. And I literally put on some concealer and I got in the mirror and I took it off. I said,
She
absolutely
do
not.
not like, cause I be just dying to see her with like a wing and a cat eye and a lip liner and a whole full thing. And she'd be like, I do not want to look like a clown. Like she will not
She's so
play in
natural.
makeup. She loves that. Yeah, she will
Yeah, I
not play in
can't.
makeup.
Because if I try to do it, it's like, well, girl, what the? Take a picture. I'm
It
like,
looks
hell
like
no,
you're
yeah,
trying to.
yeah. I'm
I-
like, no.
I get it.
When it's like, you could have just went with the natural.
I get it.
How you usually do. But you do a good job.
I be trying to do looks. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not scared to try to do a look.
You'll
Yeah.
play in makeup.
Yeah, I
like
will.
that.
We need to have a day where we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It
Yeah.
is. And if you don't like the pictures, toss it. But I'd be like, just
No, because you're a model.
An-
Models are like that. They don't like nothing done to
Anthony?
them. But you got to get it done to you, and then you'll be
Yeah.
yeah.
Anthony will take my pictures and play with the hair. We'll do a photo shoot and he'll play with the hair.
I'll be
I'm like,
editing
what
it, like if it's too
And make it
simple, I'll be
big.
putting on like all these,
A bang,
and I just send
a
her,
bob,
I just
A
send her
baby.
pictures. Because
Don't edit
imagine
no
her
baby.
with
I
like
didn't shoot with no baby.
I just want to see her one time in like a super Asian out ass look with like a
And then be
Chinese bang and a
laughing.
high ponytail with like some crazy like wing liner, like and a
Fire.
red lip, like so Asianed out, but she will
Fire.
not do it.
Yeah.
One day. Fine.
You know what
Yeah.
look I'm talking about.
What?
It's just like, you know, it's like not a clown, but it's just makeup.
Clown.
Like,
Is there any
Yeah.
really popular fashion trends right now? I'm trying to figure out. Is it like that, like hosiery look? Like hosiery or
Like
like
thigh
lingerie?
I feel like that's
I
like a
feel like there
classic
are,
look.
but like I said, we would have to go on Instagram because, like you said earlier, like it's a lot of people who look the same, you know, and it's not an issue. Like if you look good, you look good, but some stuff is like,
Yeah, I don't know. Trends just don't last that long. It's like something will be popping,
I
but
can't
I
think of
just think
anything right
once
now.
nobody wants to look the same, but it's like once something is hot and then everyone wears it, to me, it's not that you don't look fly, but if Balenciaga drops the new boot and it's the hottest boot on the street and then everybody goes and buy it and then there's a party happening on Saturday and we all show up with the same boot on, is everybody still fly or do we all look the same?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out like,
wait, what was the Balenciaga book? Did we pull it up?
no, I'm just saying any boot.
It's the one that looks like an UGG to me that's really cute, but I'm just
Wait,
like,
let's
I don't
see.
know if I want to spend $1,000 on that specific boot.
I'm not the hugest fan of that boot.
That
That's
one.
the boot.
The one that looks like the UGG.
I feel like
2,000
But see,
actually.
that's the thing about Balenciaga. They take brands and kind of remake stuff and just add a.
because
something.
I was just in Nordstrom. They have a UGG with that's a platform. I was like,
Yeah, they do.
But,
but no, like with the heel.
Oh, really?
Yes, girl.
I don't know.
UGG is
It
like-
looks like an UGG boot to me.
It
Yeah.
looks like an UGG boot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why? Because I don't know. That's not innovative to me. But cool.
It's really not, huh?
No.
They just took UGG's whole
Yeah,
swag
and
and
just been like, but they do that. They'll take like a towel and make it the towel skirt or a roll of
That is
tape and be
crazy.
like the tape bracelet. Or they took boxers and sewed it onto some sweatpants so it looked like you're sagging. And it's like something you get from the swap meet, but they just
Please don't play with me.
remake
No, thank
things.
you.
I feel like that's a part of their like aesthetic. Not to slam Balenciaga, but
You know what? My whole time living here, when I first moved here, I'm like, okay, I have to have red bottoms on. I have to have like a good Chanel bag or Celine at the time. It was like Celine bags or
yep.
everything. I have to have this like to be accepted into this world that I'm around.
Yeah.
And now you don't gotta have shit. I'm like, this is me. This is Heather. I'm still gonna be cute. I'm still gonna have, you know,
Yeah.
everything I need to my hair done, makeup done, all this stuff. But I don't got nothing really on like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still Heather. And I never felt like when I walk into a room and I'm around billionaires and millionaires and all these people and
Yeah.
I walk in and I have
Right.
my little whatever bag I got under my
Right.
shoes, I still feel confident in myself that I'm
Yeah.
cute.
yeah.
Like, and I can hang with y'all
yeah.
'Cause the
without
thing
all this
is,
stuff.
It's from within. Like somebody could have everything bust all the way down and still feel insecure and be like, ugh, look at her. She's so pretty. She came in here with her little jogging suit on, her little tennis shoes, while your feet is hurting because them red bottoms fucking hurt
Yes, they do.
bad.
And it's
they
like, and you look
pinch.
dumb because you have Gucci on from head to toe, honey.
Right,
You look
yeah,
not
no,
it.
no.
Just
and you
not
never
it.
been a Gucci girl.
No.
That'd be the real thing. It's like a lot
I
of
like Gucci.
like the new money. No, not you. I'm just saying like people.
Oh,
Be
you
like,
ain't never
know-
been that?
Yeah, like it's just like you get some like new money coin. Now you like evolve into like a fashionista. Like it's like, do you really do research on fashion? Do you have a Birkin, but do you know who Jane Birkin even is? Like
No, they don't.
she's a whole person.
The
that
Birkin
literally
trend
was
is a whole
named after
thing.
her. But it's like
Now, the culture done got hip to the Birkin.
yeah, but they want a Birkin because she got a Birkin, not because like I know
About the
the
history.
origin of a Birkin and like how, because really beat up Birkins are the best Birkins. Like this whole like polished Birkin that everyone's carrying, that's not even how they're supposed to be worn. Like if
They're
you
supposed to
look
be fucked up.
yeah, like you know. So I just think like a lot of the trends are because it's like a status thing and not because you're like a fashion person. Like you don't really love fashion. It's like I just want to look rich and wear the most expensive thing.
The most expensive bag you bitches can't have, which is a Birkin, which
And you
is 20
bitches
racks,
wish and
bitch.
y'all never,
Right.
you can't even
You
spell.
bitches can't get it.
You can't even
I'm
spell.
gonna go get it.
Like, okay, you can't spell it. Can you pronounce it?
But
Okay.
the top bitches don't have that Birkin.
No.
They don't have it. They're not carrying it. They're
Have you
not
ever-
showing it.
they're
They're not
not.
posting it,
I
honey.
think it's be yourself. And if that's who you are and you really like it and that's what you really truly like to your core and you can't live without it, that's so great for you. You know?
Yeah.
So
And
is
it's
there
like-
any bag that y'all would like want right now? Like, okay, I'm gonna go and get this if I had the money, or just extra money to blow. I'm gonna get this. Like you really want so bad.
It's not really want so bad.
No, because everything like
It's like I'll take it.
Yeah.
or I'll buy it if I
Thanks.
like it. You
Yeah.
know, like I really like Bottega right now. Like
Bottega's really nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I like Luxury Law stylist. Shout out to him. He just did this interview and he said something really dope about like this culture of not repeating your clothes.
Yeah.
And it's like he's
I saw that.
yeah, and I was so dope because it's like he works with Zendaya and like all these cool people, and he was just like, if I buy something, I'm wearing my shit.
Right.
Like, and it's like I only buy things that I actually love. Like, if I like it, it's but like if I love it, I have to have it. Then that's when I buy it. I don't look at the price. You know, I think that's how you should treat it. Like, not just like, ooh, everybody's wearing this, I gotta buy it. It's like, oh, I really like this that they released. Let me go and get it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
not just because you're gonna look better than her and slay her because she wished
But see,
she
that's
could
what I'm
afford it.
saying.
Like, you know
But see, that's what I'm saying though. It's like
That's what it's about.
It's something that if you really love it, you get what I'm saying? Because then
Yeah.
you're not gonna really care.
Right.
Like,
And
you
I'm
know?
trying to think, what do Heather really love? If I was just to go and I could just have whatever I wanted right now, like what do I
Right.
really love and I really want and spend money on? I wouldn't know. Maybe Goyard. I
Yeah,
like Goyard.
I was thinking the same.
I love
But you know what?
Goyard,
I
too.
don't like loud anything like quiet luxury. I've always liked it because it's just like, you know, like you shouldn't have to be loud for people to respect you or be like, oh,
Yeah.
they look really nice. It's just like people should see you and be like, that looks really nice. Like how you complimented him. You're like, you look fly. You didn't even know he made it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like,
yeah.
whatever you like.
Whatever
Whatever you really like.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some fun stuff. Let's get into some dating, dating life. Anthony's like, no. Okay, Queen, because I've known you for 15 years and you've never had a steady boyfriend. You just drop him like it's hot every time. What is wrong with you?
It's not me, it's them.
No.
I'm just playing.
I'm like, I've known you for 15 years and you don't want no man. It's you, honey.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not that. It's just that in this season of my life, I feel like I am focused on me and I'm content with me and, you know, just being in the space of just having me and God and forming that relationship. And then, like, you know, the right person will come along because you know, it's like, how can I say this? Just watching other people, like I don't want to just be in a relationship because I want company. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I want to have a connection and I want it to be, you know, on a deeper level. So until that comes along, I'm fine with just being by myself. And like, you know, at an early age, having, you know, somebody set a certain type of standard. And not to say that men haven't matched that energy or I haven't dated men who have done, you know, good things or like, you know, I don't know, could have been that, but I don't know. You just know when you know, and I just haven't.
You haven't found that one
Yeah.
yet.
Or
I get it.
he hasn't found me, so
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to settle, and I don't want to just be like, oh, okay.
That's
what
good,
I
though.
would. That's what I would add to her thing, is I feel like she doesn't settle, and I always looked up to that being her friend. Like, she like I said earlier, she wants the total package. So it's like a lot of things that people put up with, where it's like you might give somebody a second, third, or fourth chance. She kind of like doesn't really tolerate it. Like she'll be like, you know, like all these famous dudes that be trying to talk to her, or people with money. She's like, I don't care how lit you are. If I'm not the only one, then I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys come with that energy where it's like, you could be my main, but like I'm not ready to.
It's
do.
like, who are you talking to? Get away from me.
Oh yes, I could do that.
I love that though about you though, Queen.
I love
Because
that
not a
too.
lot of
Thank
girls
you.
are like that. A lot of girls are taking whatever's thrown at them. Anybody that gives them a little bit of attention, they're like, oh, oh, you know, and ready to drop their drawers or whatever the case, drop everything they have going on to be there for that person. But I respect it. Like, this isn't nothing new to me. My dad set this tone.
Yeah.
You know, this is how I'm supposed to be treated. This is what I want. And if you can't do it, bounce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, for real.
And it's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, they listen to, like, you know, the opinions of other people, and people come up with these lists, and they're just like, you better have this, and you better have this, and you better have this. And it's just like, at the end of the day, when it all boils down, it's like, do I like you? Because I really like my time by myself. So it's like, do I like you for us to be in the same space to where it's just like I'm giving you my time that I spend by myself, and if it's no, then I just can't. And they're just like, oh, you probably got this person, you probably got that person, and you know, you probably be having a million niggas. I'm like, first of all, my phone is dry.
Okay? I don't know if it's dry.
Okay.
Look, he knows. I don't know if it's dry.
I don't know. I just move at my own pace. They be like, you been talking to people? I'm like, no, I be in my own bubble. Or like, Jay will be like, what nigga bought you that ring? I'm like, damn. A nigga had to buy it?
Wow.
They do be trying.
I'm like, no, this is from Aldo. This ring is from Aldo. He's like, who bought you that? I'm like, Jay, shut up. But yeah.
He be on her head.
Do y'all need a drink? You want another one?
I do.
Can you bring him a cup, please?
A little shot.
But yeah, dating is, it's interesting. People just have too many
I think in this
things.
generation, it's hard to find somebody solid because people are so quick to think there's so many options. Because it's like, you know, there's apps, there's Instagram. Thanks, Boo.
You don't want one, right?
No, thank you.
There's apps, there's Instagram, there's Tinder, Christian Mingle, Facebook, whatever you need. And it's like, people are like, if you do one wrong thing that somebody don't like, instead of trying to like, which I get, you shouldn't ever settle, but it's like, you gotta kind of figure out if someone has, like, let your discernment be like, this could be my person and we can work on this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be like, well, on to the next.
It just shouldn't, I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think it should be a whole bunch of pressure. Like, I feel like somebody asked me something about, they were like, well, do you want things to go fast or do you want them to go slow? And it's like, I want them to go slow, but I'll need you to pick me fast. Right. If you get what I'm saying, it's like, either you want to do this or you don't. And if you don't, please move. Thank you very much. And, you know, it's just like, you just, I don't know, when you pick your person, it's just like, okay, we're getting ready to do this. Like, you know, like, no matter what. And
I really like your relationship, like, because it just reminds me, like, we have another pair of friends, Kenton and Ashley, that we went to high school with, and they've been together since they were 16 years old. And they have two beautiful kids, and I always reference their relationship in conversation because it's like, I just can't, and I love them, shout out to them, but they got married, we went to their wedding, that was the first wedding I went to of like a peer of mine, and I just love the way they love each other, and it just reminds me of like that old school love where it's like you found your person and you get to do life with them. Like, you know, I feel like now it's like, I don't want to be too old and then be like, you meet somebody, you're like old as hell, you like got to talk about your past instead of sharing memories that you built in your 20s and 30s. Like,
but that comes on what I just said though. I feel like it's, you make a choice. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, we're getting ready to do this. Like, you know, and sometimes you don't always know, but like, you know, if you care about somebody, you love somebody, you are going to be like, okay, let's talk about how you feel. We're not going to leave each other. Let's move on.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're willing to just be like, all right, bye.
Yeah, and it has to be that person in the relationship, because that's Terrell. Because I would be like, oh, what, we fighting? All right, it's over. You know, it's done. But he's like, okay, why are we fighting?
Yeah.
How are we going to get over it? Like, because, you know, and it just, okay, it took me back to a place, too. It's like, okay, you can actually work through stuff, Heather. Like, you don't have to just break up and, like, leave. Because I'll take myself through the mud, and that's not what I really want to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I want to be with this person. We've been together for so long, like, okay, let's just make it work or whatever. Work through, figure out what he likes, figure out what you don't like, and figure that shit out. Because,
compromising and stuff.
Yeah, and it takes that. It takes two people to want that, though.
Yeah.
You know, but you don't realize that you want that until you have the other person that's like, this
let's
is what
do
it is. Let's do it. But I was the person that's like, okay, let's be in a relationship. Because he wasn't. And I'm like, what am I doing talking? I'm not no fucking pen pal, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, we're across fucking state. Like, I don't fucking Skype you and fucking text you all day. Like, what's up?
Right.
We gonna be
What's
together
up?
or what? You
Right,
fly me out,
right.
what vice versa? What's going on? And I
Ah.
had to be the one to press that. So I just feel like everybody holds their little, weight in relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Everybody
just have to
is-
be able to.
Everything is different though for everybody too,
It
and I wish
is.
people would just respect that.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm a perfect partner.
Okay, what is y'all's like horror story, like a dating horror story, or relationship horror story? Do you have one?
Oh.
A couple.
Right. I have quite a
like-
few of those. Like that's like a double, two questions in one. Because relationships, I've had a lot of horror in relationships. But I think dating.
Let's do dating.
Yeah, I think dating. Because relationships go
Let's
be some
not get
horror.
that deep.
Yeah, that's like some horror. You already know. Woo! Don't want to go down there. I think that dating wise, okay, so dating, somebody sent me a text that they thought they were sending like a picture of themselves, but they sent me like a nude of some other dude,
Oh no.
like
Oh,
on
that's
accident,
horrible.
and I had to cut the person out after that. And this
Oh,
is like
yeah.
3 months of dating, but it's like, I'm like, oh, like you did a shoot today, like you were modeling today, like let me see the shoot you did, but they like forwarded me a picture of like another dude, and I was just like,
Uh-oh.
what? Oh, well, it's a wrap for you. Like, thought this was cool.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that was like a crazy thing. Like, it's like you can't unsend, because now they added the unsend and the like edit your text.
Thank God.
But at that time, it was like you couldn't unsend that. Like it's
Yeah.
in my phone. Like what? It was
It's
really
over
weird.
with.
Yeah, it's over.
Hmm. What about you?
Did
Queen?
you block?
Oh yeah, it was like never
Did you
speaking
cuss
to
them
you
out?
again, and I sent you money. Like what?
And I sent you money. Oh, that's out.
You cussed them out?
I sent money. I'm so generous.
Me too.
I'm not a well. Yeah. I just
Low-key.
like.
Okay, wait.
If I like you, I will.
Me too. I'm spending money.
Yeah, period. Like I don't know.
If I like you, I'm spending money. That's
Yeah,
my love
I'm
language.
Spending, it's mine too.
That's what my mom told me. She said, if a man got money and he like you, he gonna spend it. And I'm like,
That's
It's
her
true.
love language.
It is. You want to see them fed.
she's
you
not. My
wanna
mom
see
is
them-
not playing.
She is
she
not.
don't,
She's
but-
not. She's not.
You
She's
know,
like,
I've
don't
still
fuck
never
with
met your mom, but you have scared me terrified to death to meet this lady. And I have not drove over there to ever meet
But
your
all
mom.
you do is
You
make
should.
it past the hazing, which is only one sitting, and then she is great. But it's
Oh
like the
my
first
God.
time
She gonna
she
tell
meets
the
you,
story.
it's just like sweet Asian lady, little.
No, I remember.
Literally, she had me running around her house the first time.
No,
I
hold
came
on,
over
wait.
there, talking about try this.
Wait.
Because she used to make these.
I'm not trying no kimchi.
She used to make, so she makes
you
these like
you don't have a
California.
choice.
She makes
I-
these California
You
roll
don't have a choice.
platters.
You come to my house, Eddie.
It's like make it yourself sushi. Like she has the seaweed, the egg, the crab,
Uh-huh.
all in these little things, and you put it
Yeah.
together and you make your thing. So the first time I went over to Kiana's house, her mom we were sitting there eating sushi, and she thought it would be so funny. Her mom, Young is her name, to put on a toothpick. She dipped it in this stuff and told me to try it, and I was just thinking like, I thought she was just we were
Mess. I
experimenting
already
because it was
knew.
my
I
first.
already knew what was happening. I was like, why would you? I'm thinking
It
in my
was
head, I'm
my
like, why would you
first
do
time
that?
having sushi, so I thought she just wanted me to try some different stuff. So
Please.
I tried this, and literally whatever it
It
was,
was called Dave's hot sauce.
you put one drop in your mouth.
It was on a toothpick.
In literally 3 seconds, I was under her sink with my mouth in the water. And her mom was cracking
I don't want that hot
up.
sauce.
She was laughing so hard. Her mom was just dying laughing. And I was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. But ever since then,
Oh my
she
God,
just-
I'm dying.
Right, I
Young.
just came over here for the first time and she played a prank on me, but she's so funny and so like,
My mom
Sweet.
is hilarious.
her mom is hilarious.
She is hilarious. I am my
Oh, I
mother's
need to meet
child.
her.
Yeah, I am my mother's
Yeah,
child.
you do. She's so
I
funny.
have to.
Yeah, hilarious.
So, what's your love language?
my love language, all of
Is it food?
yes.
If somebody
Definitely
cooks for
food.
you, is that your love language? Or if somebody takes you to Nobu or something?
As long as the food is good, I don't care.
I
We can
about
eat
to
at
say,
their
don't
house.
cook for her because she picky.
Yeah.
I am, but
She'd be like, why you didn't let me do it? Why you didn't let me cook it? I could have
Right.
cooked it for us. Now you're just wasting groceries and
Right.
money and all
you
kind
know
of
what's
stuff.
so funny is that The men that be like, you so pretty, you look like you don't know how to cook. It's like, I will never cook for you based off of that. You are never going to find out,
Well, you'll
babe.
never know.
And she can cook though.
You ain't never
She
gonna
can
find
cook.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You ain't never going to find out.
I can cook too.
Yeah, you can. Anthony likes his bacon and turkey bacon and
I
turkey.
love
I'm
my
gonna
turkey
stall you
bacon.
out.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
do.
you be
I know what
making
she's about to say, but I used to make it like that. Don't
I used to be like, you are so disgusting. Whatever.
What'd you make it like?
So I used to put, oh God. I used to cook my turkey bacon in the microwave.
No, low budget.
But it's because, so my palate, I like everything crunchy and burnt. And I don't eat pork. So I was like trying to figure out how to get turkey bacon to a crispy taste.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the only way I knew how to do it. But now I know how to do it different.
How you do it?
I use olive oil on like
Okay.
a skillet. And I
Yes.
just like, you gotta watch it though so it don't burn. But
Mhm.
it gets crunchy like
Yeah.
regular bacon.
I
Yeah,
used
it
to
does.
be so mad at him. I'd be like, here you go again.
I ate it
I'm
like that
I'm
for
getting
years. But I
I'm
don't do it
getting out.
anymore. But yeah.
I'm getting out.
I make tacos really good and salmon. That's what
Ooh,
Mhm.
you know what?
Taco
It's
night.
nothing like me and Queen's fucking
Fried
dates where she
rice.
cooks
Yeah.
for me.
I do. Yeah.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm gonna come cook for you tonight because Terrell used to always be traveling. And so
Mhm.
Queen was always over at my house cooking for me, making sure she was there for me. Love you for that.
I love you
Yeah.
too.
Before kids, before anything. I was just in that house alone.
Yeah.
That's why I say you need
We were at the pool.
We were at
Big
the
ass-
pool, yeah. And she was making, she's like, I'm gonna come over and make you some chicken and rice. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right. Chicken and rice.
No, at that time, Heather, you was like, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. I'm like, fuck it,
Because she
chicken and
just
rice.
wanted chicken
chicken and rice.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. And Queen would always take me to the best places to eat food. You would take. I'll never forget. It's right when I exit Fountain and I turn left on La Brea,
Yeah.
and it's that fucking Thai place.
Pink pepper.
Pink
Oh,
pepper.
yeah, pink pepper.
It's so good. That spicy fried rice.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. She would always take me to the best restaurants and always take me to eat good food.
Yeah.
She is like a real LA foodie.
Mhm.
Yeah, she is.
So what's your favorite LA food spot?
Oh, oh my gosh.
It's
It's
so
so many.
Okay.
It's really like whatever I'm in the mood for. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been on Brazilian barbecue, like really.
Brazilian barbecue.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
It's called Pampas at the Grove,
Ooh.
and basically like it's like a buffet style, so you can put whatever you want on your plate. But I usually get like garlic rice, collard greens, this bow tie pasta with sun-dried tomatoes, and then I get picanha, but it's like literally like roasting like right there, like on the fire, and they put like rock salt or salt on it, and then they're like, you want it medium? Do you want it well done? I'm like, all right, give me 3 pieces, put it on my plate, and let's go.
She
Yum.
always got a low-key spot somewhere.
Always.
Yeah.
She was the
Always.
first
Yeah.
person that ever took me to Korean barbecue,
Me
Oh,
too.
yeah,
where we
fire.
cook the food.
Fire. So good.
Yeah,
Fire.
she always loves some low-key.
You know what? I feel like so much of LA fusion is like Asian.
Yeah.
Like the best food. All the chefs too.
The nail shops, the beauty supplies.
Yeah.
This
They got
city is
Audubon
ran
and
by
shit.
Hispanics and Asians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got Audubon and stuff.
The best.
Yeah, that's why they be up in there.
They
All
run
do.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite meal to cook?
My favorite meal to cook. Ooh.
Because you love to cook.
Miso.
I think that's your love language.
Yeah, miso sea bass. If I really like you, I'll cook for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll cook for you.
Miso sea bass with like sauteed garlic spinach and like
Ooh, that sounds good.
Super
Yeah.
fancy.
and
Yeah.
like garlic parmesan mashed potatoes.
Wow.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's the fish, right?
Mhm.
The
Miso sea
fish,
bass.
with the
Mhm.
like brown sauce.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make me
Yeah.
that.
Where
my
did
guy.
you just send me to go
Got you.
in Castellina?
Oh yeah, fire.
They have
You
some
love
good
Castellina.
seabass.
Yeah, fire.
That was good.
Bottom line, give me the pasta. Give me the pasta. Come on. Put the Brazil on my
pasta's
plate.
fire.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the relationship. I have a
Okay.
question because somebody on Terrell's podcast is asking him like, "Oh, like yeah, I gotta share the location with my girl. This is this."
Mm.
Me and Terrell don't share each other's locations.
Really?
So
to this
how
day?
important is it to y'all to share locations with your partner?
Indefinite.
Indefinite.
Yeah. If I don't have your location, but your friend, like, does anybody have your location?
My sister. And that's because she turned it on herself. Not a soul has my location. I'm the sneakiest of them all.
See, that's my thing. It's like if anybody has your location and I don't have it, that's a problem.
Just my sister has it, and that's because she turned it on. But not a soul other than her has my location, and they'll not know what I'm doing.
Is it intentional?
I'm just not close to nobody where they could be like, share your location. I'd be like, what?
Like that.
I'm not sharing my location
He
with
needs
you.
your location. Let me turn it on for him. 'Cause, no.
He don't ask me, though.
Of course not. But see, also, y'all been together so long. It's like wherever you're at, it's like an extension of him being there, too.
Yeah.
True.
Because you guys are like almost one brain.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, when you meet somebody, though, later in life,
And
after
this is some new
dating
shit,
for a year.
sharing the location. You know,
It's
if it was
new.
Yeah, if it was
I'm
some
sorry.
old-
I be looking at the location. Like, where? Okay. You're
So
there,
the little
so-
dot be going. And
Yes, if it move, and they say I'm looking, I'm zooming in, like, okay, there you are, got it.
I'm not sharing my location. If you ask me to share my location, I feel like you feel like something's going on and this little insecurity
But
going
also,
on.
see, there's a flip side to the location because also, if something happens to you, I should be able to locate you.
Which is why my sister has it.
Yeah.
But you can also be somebody's emergency contact. You know that, right?
But I'm just saying, like,
Wait, where do you be
In
that
your
at?
phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that.
So, like, if the
Yeah.
paramedics needs to get into you, they can go.
It's
Okay.
like a red star next to their name, emergency contact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I share my location.
Well, I make you my emergency contact, but we ain't sharing location.
I need to see.
What about you, Queen?
I don't mind as long as we're both sharing locations. I don't really care because
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. So it's like it's
Yeah.
nothing for me to hide. You want it? Okay, babe. Here, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
If
care.
he was like pressing me for my location, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. But he's never pressed me, and I'm not pressing
Yeah.
him.
But we gotta be together. Don't be wanting my location and you trying to.
Oh, never before. But once you're in a relationship, like
Yeah.
if you are mine and
Yeah.
I am yours, we need to know where each other is at.
Yeah.
Because also too, I think in modern dating, I've been seeing. Did y'all see that story of the lady that husband played her or something? It went viral, but he was just a double life type of person.
Oh,
like,
the one that had like a
The
200
TikTok?
stories
Yeah,
or
it's
something
like that.
like
It's
that.
crazy. So it's like if I can't just, you could be telling me, yeah, babe, I'm at work, and you could be all the way. Who knows where you at? Like, you know what I'm saying? I just think getting to know people is always a risk because you are constantly trying to get underneath all these layers of who people are, and everybody kind of unlayers themselves as they trust you. So you
Yeah.
never fully know the person
That's
until
true.
they, you know. So it's like I at least need to know that you're at where you say you at.
See, that's why I feel like I'm so blessed because I really feel like I know my person.
You
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
You
have
guys have
to
put the years in. You don't have to do that. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, even if you went to the store and I don't know, it's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like even if you're over here, it's like it's fine. Like I don't need to know that.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like if I was just to meet somebody and then be in a relationship with them and they're like, okay, like I'm going out to hang out with my friends or whatever,
Yeah.
and we're like in a relationship for a while, I'll be like, okay, maybe you should share that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just want to make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be that. It shouldn't be like, oh, I need to
wanna
know where
watch
you
it.
at all. No.
I don't think it's that. I just think it's, you know, we can.
Cause like I'll go out and I'll stay out till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Terrell don't call me not one time. He don't
Really?
ask for where I'm at. He don't
I
ask if I'm
am.
He know
safe.
you coming home.
Right.
Yeah, and one time I didn't come home and he was like, bitch, we don't do sleepovers over here.
Oh, I always say the same thing because didn't
Because
come
I was like, oh
home
my
at
God,
all.
Freddie, we was drunk. And he's like, no, bitch, we don't do sleepovers.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I was like, okay, I
But
know what I
see,
can and cannot do.
That's what I'm saying though. Was it like a big like argument or it was just like we're not doing that, bottom line?
Well, it was because he was like, where the fuck was you at? Because I was calling. I was
'Cause
like, I was so
sleeping out
drunk.
is
I was
crazy.
faded. I was slept over. We was at this
Sleeping
bitch.
out is crazy. Stumbling in the next day is crazy.
I wasn't
Like,
stumbling.
but just coming in the next day, period. Like,
I was
it's
dead.
fully
I sobered
rested at my
up.
friend's house.
Oh, hell no. I need a
Like
friend
that's
to
gonna make
talk.
it better, Heather.
No.
Oh my God.
But that was my first and only time ever in 14 years. And I know now that that could never happen
Happen
again.
again.
Yeah, no.
So before I get too drunk or whatever the case, I need to be like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm staying over here.
Yeah.
If I do. But he's
Yeah.
like, bitch,
But see,
you
if he
should
had
never
your
do that later.
location, he would just look at it and be like, she's still at whoop-de-whoop house. Like, you know? Like, but it's like the anxiety of you being asleep and me not looking, I don't even know where
And
you
I
at.
don't know where you are.
That's a worry until you call.
That's one thing that I will say though. I do worry. Like, not all the time, but there have been times where, like, you know, friends will go missing. Like my friend, my
Yeah.
trainer, we were supposed to go out one time and hang out, and he didn't respond for 2 days. I'm like, where are you at,
Yeah.
girl? Why was he in a motorcycle accident on the freeway? I was like, call Call.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's what I'm
Call who
saying.
you need to call,
I need to
please.
be able to see for safety reasons.
Yeah,
Like,
that's.
I do lurk. I ain't gonna lie,
I don't
but
lurk.
it's like more for safety. But I do be want to see.
Yeah, it's my first time ever feeling like a little insecure because we don't share each other's location. So he was out and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be with like Kaylin for real, whatever. And like, we're going to do the interview and then we're going to go somewhere afterwards. And I was like, okay. So I'm like texting, like, hey, where you at? Like, calling, like, what's up? What are y'all doing? Whatever. And he wasn't answering. So I'm like, Kaylin for real is about 20 years old. He's young. He's got the new shit going on. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, so I'm calling Terrell's manager. I'm calling Six. I'm calling everybody. Like, where the fuck is Terrell at? Tripping. I don't ever do that.
Wow, you was out until the next morning, Miss Mama.
Yeah, I know. But I'm like, okay, he's out now. So I'm like calling everybody. And so our Tesla has the tracker. So maybe that's why I don't ever really trip either, because our Tesla, I can see where the car is. But the car was parked and he was left. I'm like, oh, hell no. All right, answer the phone now before I trip on everybody. And I might pull up.
Yeah.
I don't know where y'all at, but I might just pop up.
I will pull up. I'm pulling up.
I'm pulling up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up.
I'm pulling up.
Oh my God, FBI agent. Okay, to find the location.
Inspector Gadget me, please.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
do y'all think that's toxic?
What?
Just like pulling up or just like trying to figure some shit out?
No, I mean, you're human. Like, people have emotions and people be playing with them. Sorry. And pulling up repeatedly is problematic. But if you got to get that thing off to see if you got to let them
motherfucking know that you're not playing.
Yeah, because you know that lady, Dr. Bryant?
Who is that?
She's like a therapist. She went viral for her interview with Cam Newton and Nick Cannon.
Yes.
I've been getting into her. And I really like her perspective because I feel like she just went on a Breakfast Club and was saying, like, sometimes it takes a person who has like low functioning, like there might be like a good person, but they're just used to either being single or never had a real one and didn't tolerate certain things, and they can evolve, but like sometimes it takes them meeting somebody that don't play that shit for them to be like, oh, I have to change my ways. Because sometimes it's just behaviors to be like, oh, I'm out at night, or oh, I'm doing this. But once you be like, don't with me.
Yeah.
No,
then
I think
you
it's
know
based
what I'm
on how much you like that person. Because if you don't like somebody that much, you ain't about to change.
But also, I feel like people be insecure. Like sometimes they don't even be like they just thirsty, but it's just like they be needing to grow out of that, like getting attention and all of this type of stuff from people.
I'm not into that.
Yeah, but trust me, these men,
they're narcissists.
yeah,
Oh, I know.
and they're little boys inside that just grew into a man, but it's like you're still that like little boy that probably was never the most attractive at school or never
all
had
these
the
niggas.
Exactly. So it's like once you get older and get some money, you out here like trying to feel something
I
that
don't
you
want to
never
do
felt
it. No,
before.
I don't want to. No,
All these niggas was ugly, broke, dirty ass little boys.
Please, no. And they want you to
This is
feed their
facts,
ego.
though.
You want a bad bitch, but
No.
nigga, who is you?
The thing is, a lot of men, they want you to feed their ego. And for me, it's
want
like,
that.
I don't want to be around to be feeding your ego. It's one thing if you are doing everything that you're supposed to do. I'm going to naturally want to do that. But off the rip, that's what you want me to do? No, thank you.
No.
Yeah, no. I think men should be very soft with women.
And they are not.
Have you ever ghosted anybody?
All the time.
All the time?
No.
No.
Yes.
Ghosting is a
talking,
little rude. Just because it's like,
Anthony's me.
I'm like, just no response. I have friends that has happened to them, and I'll be like, that is crazy. Do you mean this person just didn't even tell you what happened? Just nothing. They just stopped responding to you, never talk to you again? That's so crazy.
That's weird.
That's
No,
weird.
it's not.
After like a couple of months
If
of
you
dating,
know the person, that's what I'm saying. If you know the person, you've talked to the person for a little
I've
bit, and
had
they
friends
ghost
ghost
you.
me.
I've had friends ghost.
Like be mad about
But
something and don't
sometimes,
say
okay,
why.
but see, also at the same time, it's like sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes it could be something that somebody is going through. You get what I'm saying? Or they don't want to be open to explaining or whatever the case may be. It's just like how they say no is an answer and it's like a period.
I just think it's a bit childish.
What, to ghost?
Yeah, because it's just like articulate yourself. Like if you don't want to talk to somebody anymore, you're entitled to that, but just say it so that the other person on the receiving end could move on with their life. Like just be like, you know, it was nice knowing you. I wish you the best, but I think we should move on or go our separate
That's
ways.
respectable. I
Yeah,
understand
to
that.
just not respond to somebody, that gives people anxiety to be like, what did I do? Like I don't even know what happened.
I don't like that.
I've had
feeling.
friends do that to me, particularly girls that I work with. Like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, to just not respond because you're upset about something and not explain. And it won't even be something I did. It could just be like me working with somebody else that they don't like. And then it's like when I talk to you, you just don't hit me back. And I'm like, did I do something to bother you? I think that's really weird because I'm so like open and I try to be a good person, even when, especially when dating. So I would think if somebody didn't want to move forward with me, they'd be like, I think we're not compatible or whatever the case might be.
Sometimes though, sometimes for women, men don't understand though.
I could see
So
when you ghost them,
it's not even that. It's like you could be like, I just want to be friends, or I think that, that's not really what I want right now, and then they'll still try to pursue it, and then it's just like, okay, so I've already explained, and
Oh yeah, because I've seen
they're
girls
just
get
like-
cussed out by like a guy trying to approach them, and then they like, no, thank you, and they be like, fuck you, bitch. So
Okay,
crazy.
I don't like that.
I
that
hate
is
that.
crazy.
I don't like that.
I hate that.
Like, you're gonna go off on me and call me a bitch and all kind of shit because I don't want to fuck with you, nigga. You're weak as fuck. I don't. Oh my! I'll never forget this shit. Oh my god, this guy. Like, me and my sister were somewhere when we were young. I was like 17 or 18. No business where I was. And some guy was like trying to talk to me on the car or whatever, and he was like, "Well, fuck you, bitch! You and this little Humpty Dumpty car or whatever." It just went crazy on me, and I got out and I was like, "Sir, really? Because I don't want to talk to you. You're gonna do all this and be mean to me and call me out of my name and do all this because I don't want to give you my number."
That's crazy.
You gotta chill, bro.
So now girls just be lying like, I'm married, or here's my fake number. Like,
That's me. I'd be like, I'm married.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And even then, sometimes they still don't care. You be like, I got a boyfriend, but are you married though? I'm like, oh my.
even if you're married, they'd be like,
Yeah, my
Right.
married homegirl told a dude recently she was married, and he was like, okay, well, here's my business card. Like,
Right.
if you ever interested in my, and she
do
like,
y'all feel like marriage is respected? Like, or people take marriage serious, like how it
No.
used to be in the olden days? Why you really got married?
People don't take shit serious in general.
yeah, I think even in the old days though, Charlene and Bob, they had some drama too, but it just was like more like
different.
you just would stay down, even if there was a kid out of wedlock, you just wouldn't talk about it. I think it's always been, marriage takes so much work because it's gonna be like bad things that happen, but
Yeah.
I just think people now are so like, I don't know if to get married, it's like it takes, the internet stuff is out the window. It's like some soul to soul thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
Yeah.
it's so much soulless stuff happening. It's hard to look at someone and see them outside of their profile. Like, I feel like people look at each other as like these things. Like, it's not like the person through their eye. It's like who they are. It's like the Instagram name and then the aesthetic of you and like everything that the look of who you are.
Please, just
It's kind of
don't.
weird.
I
Yeah.
don't even. People be like, you have an Instagram? I'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
You be deactivating it.
I sure do.
She be
I
having
sure do.
Instagram
I do
every other month.
deactivate it because sometimes I just need to disconnect from it. Like sometimes there are people who want to have conversations and it's just like I'm just not interested in conversing right now. I just want to post and just live my life and that's it.
And there is real people in this world that don't use social media.
Yes.
Oh, but they be lying. They be lying.
They just have a fake
They have a
page.
fake account. It's like you still have Instagram. Yeah.
One of my friends was like, "Oh, girl, I got all these niggas, this, and I be posting them. I hide them from my story." I'm like, "Girl, you can't be doing that. You'll get caught up real fast because these niggas have fake pages.
Yeah.
And they're looking at your page from a fake page. And if they see you post something that they're not hidden from on their original page, you're gonna get caught up.
Yeah. People
Like,
do
girl,
have
you
fake
have to be
pages.
smarter than that.
Girl,
Yeah.
please. It's please.
Yeah.
I don't know about none of this.
I
so.
have had people that were just like, I'm like, how did you see that? Oh, I watched it from my fake page.
Yeah.
And I admit it. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, I haven't found it yet.
But I
Oh,
wish
blocked
people
it.
would bring marriage back, like, and make it
I
a
feel
thing.
like it's such a beautiful thing. And it's like, I grew up with
It is
a
beautiful.
a two-parent household. And, like, just seeing two people make it work, like, it's a beautiful thing. And I don't know.
Just doing life with somebody. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have your friends, and I think that's great, and your family and stuff. But like, even that gets like niggas be busy, tired. Your mama got her life, like everybody. So to be able to go back to someone at the end of the day and like y'all dump y'all days off on each other and then plot and plan and do that.
That's a
I think
beautiful
marriage
thing.
is dope. I wish
Yeah.
people would like make that a thing.
Yeah.
Less
Wait.
baby mamas,
Can I get some
more wives.
Pause. West baby mama.
These boots fucking hurt
Who's that
now.
shot to?
Oh, you're not a baby mama.
Am I not?
First of all, I feel like you was married until you just said it right now. I thought y'all already went and did it without
I
telling
feel
people.
like that too.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I just look at y'all like you guys are married. I just mean like the leave, because y'all, first of all, y'all are stuck together. Like, there's nowhere, where are you going?
I don't say that.
I'm just saying, like, y'all are stuck together. Like, so I just
Really
think,
are.
like, I think that that's different, because it's like, these people that like be with somebody and then it just ends in 2 years or something, and now you have a kid with the person.
2 years is barely scratching the surface.
But that's what I'm
2
saying.
years, like, I'm barely about to post you. I mean, now if I was to ever get with anybody, like, post you. Wait, I just saw my friend Catherine, though, post her. Do you know the Ace family?
Yeah.
Catherine and Austin?
Mm-hmm.
You could say him. She just posted her new man.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh, because you didn't see that one really coming, because she was been with this guy since the whole time. We've basically been on Instagram, like me and Terrell.
Yeah.
And they broke up or whatever. And then she pops up with like a new man. And it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like, dang.
Because you're used to seeing something else.
Because you're so used to this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like me, I'm just like, I'm going to stay down. I'm going to stay loyal. I'm just like, that's just what I always saw my mom do too.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, like, you're just going to stay low. And I feel like you do what your parents do.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like you don't want to get in a relationship with anybody till you really know it's real, because you and your mom and your dad stay together forever, right? Since they've been married. So that's my thing too. I'm not about to marry nobody and be getting no divorce.
I think divorce is horrible. I feel like people should only be able to legally get married one time. That's
and
like
I feel like the pressure kind of put it on them. The same with me and Terrell, with Catherine and Austin. The pressure was on for them to get married because they were such a viral couple and they had a beautiful family and their life is beautiful and all this stuff. They're like, why the fuck are y'all not married? And they got married. And it's like, dang, we finally got married and then you got a divorce a year later. Like, I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really not.
Because it's a thing that when you make it deeper, it's like you're supposed to be making these vows before God and before these people and saying till death do us part through sicknesses and health, but really it meant until he get on my nerves or until he cheat one more time. It's really not until death do us part.
First of all, in the Bible,
like,
adultery,
you're not supposed to cheat.
Yeah, you're not.
Right, but I be happening. I just was listening to something.
It does, but
night.
it's like, why get married if that's what you feel like you're gonna do? It's like you need to be disciplined and like, you know, like when you sign up, it's like,
I feel like people get married because they feel like that's what they're supposed to do. And like, this is the thing, this is the next chapter for us, this is what we're supposed to do, we gotta get married. They're not saying, oh, I'm gonna be with you till you're on your fucking deathbed.
right.
That's
or
what I
till
think
you
is special
one
about
leg
it.
don't work, or one arm don't work, or whatever the case,
That's
you're
what
ugly.
Yeah,
you know what
old,
yeah,
But
old.
see, that's the thing though. It's like, just like with friendships, it's like when you are friends with somebody for a long amount of time, it's like, I've known you since I was 11 years old. It's like, we're not the same people we were 5 years ago. We weren't the same people that we were 2 years ago. So it's like, it's finding somebody that you can go through these different cycles in life with that's not going to be like, okay, well, you changing, you acting different. It's
I
like,
think
okay,
it's
like, how you
unconditional
feeling?
love, and I
It
feel
is
like
unconditional
one thing
love.
that I
It's
think
moving
a
with each
lot of
other.
relationships is conditional. It's not unconditional. It's like friendship is unconditional. Like your friend could rob the bank and you gonna stand beside him. Like you like, she needed that coin. I'm not going with you, but I'm gonna support.
But
it's like relationships have so many conditions. Because even when my friends do stuff that I wouldn't really do, or they change or whatever, I still support as a friend.
Yeah.
But I feel like when it's relationships, it's like you have these conditions that like if you go outside of them, then the relationship doesn't work anymore for you. Like it's not really much that she could do that would make me be like, I'm not gonna be her friend anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
But it's not much that I would do to make you feel like that. I would never want to make you feel like, not intentionally.
Not
to make
intentionally.
You feel, to feel like that.
Why do you think people fall out like friends?
It's a lack of communication and a lack of respect.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they don't like to have difficult conversations, and you don't
That's
always,
one thing we've always been good at.
You don't always, you don't always have to agree, and it doesn't have to be disrespectful, and it can get uncomfortable, you know, but if you want that friendship to last, you're not always going to agree on the same thing. So it's like, just get the conversation over with. Don't be talking over here, over here, over here, and over here, and then get everybody's opinion, and then, you know, sum it up, get mad, and then blow up. It's like, no, it's like, have the conversation, and, you know.
Yeah, because when we were little, we used to get on the phone. Like, this is like sticks out to me because, like, we have another friend, Keisha, that we all grew up together. And I remember we would, like, have little petty beefs, and we would get on, like, I would be on my mom's house phone, and it'd be, like, these four extended, like, six-way calls. And it'd be like, okay, so we didn't like when you did this to us, and it made us feel like this. And then the person would be like, yeah, we would tell her that her attitude was bad. Like, you know, and it would just be, like, these mature like conversations about what you did to affect me, and instead of like falling out with each other. And we've always kind of carried that same thing. Like, if something bothers me, I know that I can talk to her about it, and vice versa. Because I don't really like falling out with people that I really love and care about. It's like not a good feeling, you know, because I look at my friends like family, you know. So I don't want to be like falling out with people that I really fuck with.
No, hell no.
Yeah, and life is too short for that.
One of my friends, I was like, okay, this is what it is. I don't like this or whatever. And then went like a complete 360, called me out my name, called me like shit that I've like, that you've been wanting to call me this whole time. Like,
so you wasn't my friend in the first place.
I'm like, so you weren't my friend. But then I've had another situation where I'm like, okay, I'm going to speak up, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like. This is with another friend. I'm going to do this, and I'm tell you what I don't like. And then I'm just such the bad person. Like, I can't speak up for myself. This is this. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Are y'all really my friends?
Yeah.
If I can't tell you how I feel without you bashing me after, and then I can't tell you how I feel without you saying, oh, you know, whatever. It's just like, what the fuck do I do, bitch? Y'all weren't my friends.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever. People come, they go.
They do.
I don't know. It also, you can tell when people, how they just deal with conflict. Everybody is not good with it. So, you know, that's just their way of probably saying, like, you know, they're not strong in that area. So.
And friends and associates is different. Like, even this is new for me, guys. Like, I'm doing this for them. But, like, I don't really... like, for real though, like, I don't really talk much. Like, people don't really hear my voice. Like, people think I'm very, like, quiet and, like, reserved because I protect my energy. Like, you guys get to see, like, this version of me that's, like, I trust you so I can really fully be myself. But I've learned, especially being in the industry, that, like, everybody's not your friend. Everybody doesn't deserve, like, your perspective or you to just, you know, just dish out all this, like, information about yourself, because everyone is not thorough, like, you know what I'm saying? So I have like a handful of friends. I feel like the older you get, you learn. Like, people with too many friends, it's like, red flag. Like, you're not gonna have like 25 people that really is down for you. Like, it's really down to, like, for me, like a handful of people that I know really have my back, don't judge me, you know, have my best interests, all of these things. And then everyone else is like, y'all probably want something from me or whatever. We have a transactional friendship is what I've been learning too, something being in the industry. Like, we're cool, but it's because I do this for you and you do this for me, and that's how we are cool. But you don't really know much about me. Like, you don't really care to know much about me, you know.
No, they don't.
And as soon as I do something that you might not like, you just dispose of me. Like, you know, like, I don't really appreciate that type of energy. But I like you guys' like vibe.
I like it right here. That's it.
I like it right here.
They're like,
it's scary.
It is.
It's so scary. And I'm just like, I don't have a lot of friends. Y'all already know. I
already
do
know.
not have a lot of friends at all.
Yeah.
So Terrell be like, you don't got no friends.
First of all,
I'm like, first of all, these bitches are weird as fuck.
Yeah.
They are.
They're weird. And then I'm going to try to get friends.
And they want to know your business.
They want to know so they can use it against you. But I don't tell, I'm very like,
but it's like,
I don't
why
tell
you
people a lot of shit.
But it's like, why you want to be in my business anyways?
They just want to know something to have it
but
on you.
But you do good though too with being social, like with what's the word that you use? Associates. Like, you do good with that.
I'm good with associates because I know what it is.
Yeah. So
you know,
you like smile, you do your thing, but you're also with that. Yeah. That's exactly it. Like,
You know, I'm good with that.
You are good with that.
But when it's us, just us two,
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
late at night,
Yeah.
whatever, we're talking, we're telling everybody that, or, telling each other information that nobody knows. That's only like a handful. Literally, I can count on my hands who I'm going to tell, or I'm feeling like this, or I'm having this problem in my relationship, or I'm doing this. Because I don't tell everybody that.
Yeah.
Because everybody be like,
or
they'll
judging,
switch it.
or judging. And sometimes it's like, when you are being vulnerable with your friends, sometimes it's like you just may need to vent. It's like, I don't need advice. I just need to just say what I need to say.
Yeah.
And that's it. And don't judge me. It's just
and
a
I'm
moment.
not the friend that's going to be giving you all the advice. I'm the friend that's going to be listening. I'm going to be like this with our drinks. We're going to get drunk as fuck, and I'm going to be listening to everything that this nigga's doing. And I'm going to tell you what I would do, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
Like, I don't got no motivational speech for you, what you should do going forward. This is this. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I'm never going to judge you because I really don't give a fuck. I have my own problems,
Yeah.
Everybody has their own issues and own problems or whatever. But it's like, I'll listen to you. I'm a good listener.
Yeah.
I'm a really, really good listener, and I can be there for you, and I can be drunk with you. I can be happy with you, whatever. But I'm just really going to listen. Now, Terrell, on the other hand, he's going to tell you, this is what you got to do. When you go home, after this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. And that makes us a good team because if whatever my friends are his friends, I'm like, oh, this person's having like a problem, whatever. Like, go. Because I know he can make her feel better.
Yeah.
Or he or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can go talk
Terrell
to
gonna give you the real. Terrell.
The realest that it could be.
He's gonna give you the real, but he's gonna make you feel good about it too.
Yeah.
He has a different energy than me.
Yeah.
I'm like more like sweet, like, oh, everything's gonna be okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Terrell gonna make you laugh too. It's like, hello, sir.
He gonna make you laugh. He gonna make you feel like everything's okay. Me, I'm like, it's okay. We can cry.
Yeah.
Let's cry, honey. Let's cry and let's figure it out. Cause bitch, I don't know. I don't go through this shit that y'all go through.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to connect with my friends. And now, since I'm older and stuff, all my friends go through so much shit that I couldn't even dream to go through or imagine to go through. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know the advice to give y'all because I've never been through it before. But I can listen and I can try to tell you what I think is right. But everybody's going to do what they want to do at the end of the day.
Okay, so I have a topic that I wanted to talk about from your last pod with Kaylee. So the crying, looking weak. So what is your feeling about the
hot spot, Heather?
Damn.
No, because I was talking about that, like I was using that as a reference because I'm a crier.
Okay.
So I was like thinking, like, I feel like so many guys though, they like try to put on this image where it's like you can't cry. Yeah. And it's like sometimes I'll be in the car by myself and I just will like let it out. And I'll be like, and I'll be looking at myself in the mirror like, you are really like that. But it's just like, I just feel like being able to like, sometimes I'll be in a conversation with her or like somebody and we'll just be talking and it will just, I'll randomly go into, but it happens and it goes away. But I feel like I'll be trying to find that balance where it's like you can express yourself because life is so much pressure. Like, business, and as Black men,
What's
particularly Libra.
Is that what Kaylee is? Or she's a Leo? I have a Libra daughter.
Yeah, Kaylee's not a Libra.
August 31st.
She's a
Leo.
Leo. Damn. Yeah, she's a Leo.
Damn.
It's giving hair in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I was like trying to understand more about what you felt about that.
You know what? A lot of people tore my ass up. Like that was the last video that I posted because I'm just like, people are tearing me up on this vlog. And I didn't think that me and my sister would get so much like just like so many people into it and like just like understanding it and like feeling it. But that was like one of my best interviews that I've ever dropped.
Loved it.
You know? And I love Kaylee for being vulnerable and just like, her true self. Because that's who she really is. She's a little big sister. That's why I said this is my little big sister. Because she's my big sister, but she acts like the little one. Because I act like the older one. But the older I get, like I do cry and everyone's like, bitch, you cry on the internet every time Terrell, this.
But that's what always made me think you were so strong because like being your close friend, every time I would see you have a random moment online, that I wasn't privy to you like sending me being like I'm about to post this. I would just wake up and get on Instagram and see you like giving this full transparent expression of yourself. It really translated to so much strength to me because it's like I would like when Sorella closed, it was just like as a business owner, you expressing being vulnerable about how much energy you put into it. I'm like, wow, like it takes a lot to come on
And
here
I would never
like,
do that.
right. It takes so much to go online and express yourself. To me, I think that it really, I looked up to that, like, because I was like, dang, this strong, like, to be able to go online and express like a human, because we have these exterior vibes where everybody's, because life is not all roses. It's just not, like, you
No.
know, so much goes on.
And I feel like, because like my mom is a crier, my sister is a crier. Everybody's very, very emotional around me except my dad. My dad is like the really stern one, very strict, very no emotion, nothing. And I take after my dad.
I see that.
So I have that in me. But it's like I also have my mom in me where I want to cry about everything and I want to express myself every little situation. All of my sisters are like that. They always cry about everything. Me and would just mix with Terrell because he's so hard. He don't cry. He's so stern. He's like, you know, I feel like my dad and him mixed with me.
You, it's that. I see that.
That's just how I want to present myself to the world. I'm not going to cry. I'm strong. Like, if people see you cry, they'll look down on you, whatever.
It's true.
You know, so that's just always how I've been. But like, I love my sister for being vulnerable, and to everybody loved her. Like, and I see that now. You know, everybody loved her. Like, they don't think she's weak. Like, they love it. It's a different world now. I feel like too, and people are accepting like, I guess what I would call weak. I don't know, but I got a lot of backlash on that.
I never knew that.
It's just being
a
vulnerable.
lot of backlash. People love when you're
They do,
vulnerable.
because everyone at home is vulnerable. That's what I'm saying. It's like people lose loved ones. They are struggling with work. They are tired. They've been going through relationship problems. Like, they got kids. That, you know, it's so many things that people feel. And when you see someone like give those emotions publicly, it makes you feel like I'm not, because like I was saying, when I'm alone, I snap myself out of tears so fast because I'm like, you're not fucking weak. Like, why are you crying? But it's like, it's actually not. It makes me feel uplifted when I'm like, I'm not the only person that feels like this. Like, other human beings do cry sometimes.
I be having my moments, but I have to have it alone. I'm not about to be sitting up here
online.
And that's what I'm saying. I just feel like every moment is not for the internet. Like,
no, it's not.
That's why I said in the episode, I'm like, it's supposed to be fun. The internet, Instagram's supposed to be fucking fun. It's supposed to be like people celebrating other people, even though it's completely not that anymore. It's hate. It sucks.
Yeah.
But like, when I jumped on Instagram, it's to celebrate your high moments. It's to post your photos that look good. It's to post the shit that looks good that you want the world to see. It's not what you want your close friends or family to see. You know, you crying at your most vulnerable moment or whatever. So I've never done that on the internet till Sorella. And that's just because it was such a big part of my life. And I didn't even want to record myself crying or none of that because I don't do that.
Yeah.
I could tell it was making you more so mad.
Yeah. It was like, and it's just like, I'll record so I have this for my memories or whatever. And then I decided to share it or whatever. So I'm not going to say crying is a weakness. I just rather not do it.
Yeah, I feel that.
I just rather not do it, especially in front of cameras and on the internet. I want to look like I have my shit together.
Yeah.
And I have myself together.
Yeah.
When I present myself on cameras or the internet, everybody's different or whatever. But everybody really took that a wrong way with me saying that crying is a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
So I'll say I apologize. And don't come on my show pressing me about that.
First of all, I didn't even know it was viral. I really connected to it because I was at home like, it is not weak to cry.
Literally, he told me that. I was like, why would you say that?
I'm a crier.
I was like, oh my
Everybody
God.
hated me for that.
I was like, no. I was like, I don't know because I don't want it. Because I'm like, I'm strong. I can't cry.
It
but
depends
it's like,
on
I
how you
can.
grew up too, though.
Yeah.
Because I didn't grow up crying. I didn't grow up, like, you know, like being super emotional. Like, I had to learn in my early 20s.
There's so much of that going on, and it's like you want to be comfortable to be a human. I feel like so many people are on robot mode and airplane mode. And to your point about Instagram being fun, I feel like that's also why it's so fake. Because it's like everybody is on there pretending like, my life is perfect. I'm so happy. Everything is glamorous. I'm always beat every day. But it's like you're not showing how you was just in tears even to get to that beat. When you was trying to drive to the makeup artist and you give us the end result, which is this pretty picture. But like people at home are more so inspired, I think, by raw shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about like mental health? And like how important is mental health right now in our era?
Important.
It's serious.
So important.
It's
So
serious.
important. The control that you can have over your own mind is limitless, and I think that people undermine the power of manifestation, and that's something that I learned in recent events. Like, whenever one bad thing happens, if I go into like a negative thought or like any form of depression, it's like it gets worse and it starts to just trickle out. But anytime I like overcome it, it's like God is rewarding me, because I think worry and sadness and all of these things are not of God. And you have to know like God will always have your back, have faith, you'll always be okay. I think that helps you like have a calm mind, and just, leaning on the Lord is important.
100%.
Yeah.
It's so important. Like, people, especially in the Black community, I don't know if it's, I feel like people are starting to go to therapy, but I think that it's really essential if there are things that are hurting you and nobody knows about it, or there's something that's difficult for you to kind of get through, or you don't want to be a certain type of way anymore. I feel like it's really important to take care of yourself, because it's like nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to therapy?
A couple times when I was going through the postpartum, and I was just like, yeah, I can't tell you that I want to throw my baby down the stairs. I can't tell you that.
Yeah.
Because you're going to call the cops on me.
Yeah.
And that's like what I was truly feeling. And the only person I ever told that was Cheryl. I was like, every time I walk past these stairs, it's just like a picture that I just like imagining my baby throwing down the stairs. Like, I don't like feeling like that. I don't want to walk up the stairs no more, because I don't want nothing to happen, because I don't know what the fuck is going on in my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, that's why I need to go to therapy. But when I told my therapist that, she started getting on calls and phone calls and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm about to get in trouble.
Yeah, they're mandated.
I'm like, I'm about to get in trouble, and I never went again.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't feel comfortable telling a stranger like my real true thoughts and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they are mandated reporters, but it's more so for like,
if you say you're about to do something.
Yeah, if you're about to do something, they're gonna.
Not if you say you're having
but
thoughts.
like, let's say like, okay, like I was abused as a child, and these are the things that I feel, or, I have issues with trusting. I have issues with, when I feel this certain type of way, I have a issue with communicating, and then like, you get down to the bottom of it. Because after my dad passed away, I had to go to therapy because I just didn't know how to navigate it on my own. And it was so heavy for me, and nobody knew about it. And I cried about it so hard. Like, the first month that my dad passed away, I did not cry, not one tear, not even at the funeral. Like, I barely shed one tear at the funeral. And it got to a point to where I just couldn't handle it anymore. And therapy is not just, for those who want to know more about it, it's not just sitting there and talking to somebody. It's a game plan, or it's a plan for you to get through what you're feeling. So it's just like, I'm here. How do I get over here with how I feel? So I'm really thankful for it, because this year actually will be 10 years that he passed away. My sister would say it's 11. I think it's 10. And had I not gone to therapy, I wouldn't have known my small triggers, or like, going to the cemetery was causing me to cry hysterically for, a whole week, before his death anniversary every month. Like, it was really bad. And she really helped me get through, that difficult time in my life. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to see myself out. Like, I was not myself. Like, it was like the darkest time of my life. And, like, the people that were close to me, they knew, but a lot of people, they didn't know how dark it was. Like, I felt like I had hit rock bottom. I was wearing baggy clothes. I wasn't doing my hair. I was barely eating. I didn't want to go shower. Like, I was just grieving, and I needed help, and I just had to get through it. So
therapist helped you.
She helped me a lot. And she was like, well, maybe not going to the cemetery will help you. And that one small thing that I thought I had to do, she was just like, just stop doing it. It's okay. And it was like, from there, it was just like, okay, I felt myself kind of like coming up out of it. But it was a process for sure.
Well, that's good to hear. So if you guys think you need therapy,
please go to therapy.
Don't sleep on it.
Yeah.
We gonna lighten it up, because we getting real deep.
I know.
We can literally be here for
I know.
Forever.
We be going
Forever.
like, ooh, deep in.
The thing is, we didn't even
We're
get
gonna
too
play a
deep. We
game.
still kept it cute.
We're going to play Who Knows Heather Better.
Okay.
So Jalen's going to give you guys some little paddles. Okay. Jalen's going to give you guys some little paddles, and we're going to answer these questions really fast.
Okay.
Who knows me better?
Okay.
Let's see if y'all love me or not.
Now that we love you.
Okay. Question number 1. What's my favorite color?
Oh.
Your best answers. Just guess.
I could.
You can show them. Blue, bitch. Anthony won. Pink. Oh, same as mine. That's the same as mine. No, yours is blue, honey. Okay, next question. How many sisters do I have? Okay, y'all both got the question right. Period.
Hello?
What was my nickname back in the day? They're like, we know this one, bitch. Let's see. Yeah, she's making a comeback. The older I get.
Okay.
Okay, y'all better know this one. What was the nickname of the restaurant I worked at when I first moved here?
What was it? What?
The name of the restaurant that I worked at when I first moved here.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
It's in downtown LA.
Hold on.
I don't know if I know that one. Maybe not.
Yes! Queen got it
What
right!
did you say?
What year did I start Sorella?
What year?
Oh, bitch.
From back in 2014. I'm going to say this and assume.
No, 2012. Both of y'all are wrong, but you're close, Queen.
Wait.
I was like, how old was I?
I know, I was just like, COVID, I'm warped from the years. I don't know what year it is.
I'm like, Instagram?
Okay, what is my middle name?
Oh, that's hard.
Anthony, you don't know shit. Yes, Queen.
Oh, God.
Okay, I've said this in the episode. How long have me and Terrell been together? She's writing 2 answers. 15. Okay, let's count. 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
15, right?
15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, not circle 16.
Crazy.
That's
You
crazy.
see how I put 15 in
That's
circle
why I said
16?
y'all live there.
Well, we going into the new year, so
Yeah.
you're cool. Okay, next question. What is my zodiac sign? Better both know this.
I mean, I might have spelled it wrong.
Yeah! Aquarius. Okay. Last question. What city did I grow up in?
Can I just put the state? That's it.
Can I put the state?
Let me see if
Right?
it's...
Uh-huh. Oh, it's Anthony's. Let's
Hold
see.
on. Hold on.
It's the face.
Texas. Dallas, Houston.
I'll put Dallas on top.
Okay, I'm gonna give Queen that because it's Dallas Fort Worth.
Okay.
Okay.
It's really Fort Worth, but
I ain't never been, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What is my favorite fast food restaurant? That's a hard one because I don't know if y'all
That
either.
is.
Favorite
Is
fast
it
food
from
restaurant.
here?
I'm going to take a guess. I feel like I'm going to be right.
Just take a guess. Because I don't even know. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Okay, I'll give y'all that one. But I was going to say, El Pollo Loco.
Really? I would have never guessed that.
What? El Pollo Loco.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
I'll never forget, I was on FaceTime with her. I'm like, what are you eating? He's like, El Pollo Loco. I'm like, ooh, I want that when I get there because it was that chicken, it was the mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, the flour tortilla. I'm like, I need it when I land. And he had it for me when I land one day. I'm like, oh, it's just so fire. I just love El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco.
Where'd you get that from? What the hell?
I am crying.
I don't know. Well, that was good. But Queen won.
Oh, damn.
That's all right. That's all right. We were
So I
friends.
gotta take a shot.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to take a shot.
I was gonna ask someone anyway.
Oh, God.
Period. I'm gonna take my last shot with you. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for coming
Thank
today.
you for
Yes,
having
we love
me.
you.
Oh my God, I love y'all so much.
Love you, Mom.
This was so good.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yes, I
We really
appreciate
could talk for hours. It's like, don't put no questions.
Don't.
No more. Yeah,
I
just
know.
don't.
We can do a round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can always do part 2.
Yeah, that's what. Next time I want to do the cooking
And for
show.
you,
You want to do the cooking show?
Yeah.
you said you was scared.
I
I was a little nervous to, chat, but
To
it's okay.
chat.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my
You
God.
did good.
We have to do the cooking show.
Yeah.
You
Cooking
can
show.
teach
Yeah.
us how to make something
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I want to do the cooking show.
Yeah.
Well, let's take our last shot.
Yeah.
Queen.
Well, you can drink
You
some
take
water.
it from the bottle.
She's not gonna take it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
Girl, please. I will turn pink. That is not cute. I keep saying it, and
Ooh.
nobody believes me until it happens. They're like, oh my God.
It
I'm
really
so
Or
does
really
sorry.
are
happen.
pink. I
I'm like,
remember.
leave me alone.
It really does happen.
And then I throw up.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming.
Yes, we
I
love
really
you.
loved having you
Yeah.
guys on today's episode.
I loved it.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
a lot
good.
of fun.
Good, good. We got to bring a part 2
No,
because we
we-
just have too many stories,
I
too
know.
much shit to unpack.
It's a few more
We couldn't
things.
even really get into it in detail.
We
for
really
real.
couldn't even shed a tear today.
Mm-mm.
So we're having part 2 for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I want that.
Make sure you guys like today's video. Make sure you comment on today's video. Let us know how much you love today's video. Follow my 2 best friends. We're going to link their Instagram and businesses all in the description below. And we'll be back with more videos.
Yes. Bye, guys.
That was good. That was